not a bad individual. I just made some mistakes on my way down the road. Drop that old man like a give and go. The one in the mirror is my biggest fall. Ain't gonna act like it's difficult. I gotta get right cause the time ain't gon' slow. Gotta do as it is written though. Man, I thank the Lord if you didn't know. He saved my life. He saved my life. When I'm with my brothers, I'm in my own world. Ay. Flip through the scripts and see diamonds and pearls. We can decide to leave that for the journal. Came in it, I finna slide on my jewels in other cities. I found a brand new way of life. Never alone, even though nobody with me. I got my God, he saved my life. Why you in my way? Kingdom on the line, I cannot play. No, not today, okay. I'm not a bad individual. I just made some mistakes on my way down the road. Drop that old man like a give and go. The one in the mirror is my biggest fall. Ain't gonna act like it's difficult. I gotta get right cause the time ain't gon' slow. Gotta do as it is written though. Man, I thank the Lord if you didn't know. He saved my life.
I had to get the right living the sinner life. Could've went wrong. I done fell plenty times, but I'm in a fight. Still holding on. You need to decide if you're really on this side. Yeah, move along. And this is the end signs. Yeah, this is the end. Don't leave me alone. My father gave me the recipe. Day to day, I see that Satan be vesting me. I had to become a better me. Walking different, had to switch up the energy. Wishing death upon the enemy. Son of perdition ain't who he pretend to be. Now I'm steady learning lessons, searching out the blessings that Moses has sent to me.
While I was wild and done, oh man, inside me, my vision blinded. Searching to find it, had to change up.
Could've went wrong.
Now I'm trying to stay up.
Still holding on.
I'm not a bad individual. I just made some mistakes on my way down the road. Drop that old man like a give and go. The one in the mirror is my biggest fall. Ain't gonna act like it's difficult. I gotta get right cause the time ain't gon' slow. Gotta do as it is written though. Man, I thank the Lord if you didn't know. He saved my life.
Wagwan, I done made some mistakes, ain't no by mine. And it pours when it rains, hope it wash off the stains. They still look at me strange for the outcome. Yeah. How come? He chose me to walk up this mountain. And all of the blessings and mercies I've seen on this journey, I never forgot one. And all of a sudden it is what it was. And I'm seeing the suffering, I'm sick to my stomach. Betrayed him for nothing, divided the judgment. He raining out curses on dirtiest dust. Now how can I function? I'm knowing the life that I live could lead to destruction. Kingdom is coming. Get it together, no time for dysfunction.
I'm not a bad individual. I just made some mistakes on my way down the road. Drop that old man like a give and go. The one in the mirror is my biggest fall. Ain't gonna act like it's difficult. I gotta get right cause the time ain't gon' slow. Gotta do as it is written though. Man, I thank the Lord if you didn't know. He saved my life.
Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos, arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar, cause you won't. Ay, taking this truth as a joke, you're gonna end up on that nuclear smoke. Yeah, somos los hombres de Dios y cuando llegamos le damos con todo. Yeah, and we want all of the smoke. The men of the Lord, we don't beg, we don't fall. Yeah, somos el pueblo de Dios, el pueblo de Dios. Yeah, the Lord he calls me follow. Don't know about tomorrow. The time we have is born. Pienso antes que acto. Pa' siempre un tiempo largo. Aunque más de dentro del lago. ¿Qué están esperando? Nos están preparando pa' que llegue el Señor. I show my faith by applying the law. I put my faith and I wait on the Lord. Que Cristo es blanco, mentira. Que viene pa' todos mentiras. La verdad, la cara les tira. Provocan a Dios a la ira. La gracia ya casi se expira. Ya casi se expira. Yeah, abre los ojos y mira. Yeah, somos nación escogida. Yeah, to turn this whole world upside down. All we need is the Bible and read it. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar.
You know, like taking this truth as a joke. You gon' get all of this biblical smoke. Hey, no, I can't fall. I pray to God that the line I could hold. These like the days in the boat. When the flood came, they ain't flow. Hey, like you know, faith in the things that he spoke. Changing my ways from before. Y tengo que seguir la santa palabra. Andar en el mundo a mí me mataba. Antes que regrese Cristo, escuchen esta palabra. Now I just wait on the Lord. Estoy esperando, Señor. Wake up the 144.
12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar, cause you won't. Ay, taking this truth as a joke. You're gonna end up on that nuclear smoke. Yeah, somos los hombres de Dios. Y cuando llegamos le damos con todo. Yeah, and we want all of the smoke. The men of the Lord, we don't beg, we don't fall. Yeah, somos el pueblo de Dios, el pueblo de Dios. Yeah.
Como le digo que cambien camino cuando le predico, no quieren cambiar. The way that they beating and treating my people illegal. No worries, they're saving our fun. Whoa, coming in the game with the water, agua. Pushing with the word for the 12, palabra. Mocking all the prophets, you're scoffer. Give them more parts than a barber. Yo hay un buffet, si yo bate de tu maldición, boyo yo me hice. New place charge you every day. Yo pushing new food anyway. Walking the light cause we holy. God in my spirit, I feel like a goalie. Pray to the Father, he mold me. Oh Lord, don't leave me forsaken and lonely.
12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar, cause you won't.
I remember being broke, I was sleeping on the floor, no hope. Back then, I ain't know what to believe in. I was trying to survive in the jungle. Lord knows I was sick of playing defense. Now I'm striving for better, striving for better, striving for better, striving for better. Let me tell you where I'm from. I was in the slums, bad role models, I was looking up the thugs. Getting so extended, I thought that it was fun. At 12 years old, got introduced to the drugs. They told me light it up, boy, put it in your lungs. Wanna be the man, get your hands on the gun. Cops come run. On the route that I was on, I wouldn't have made it to C21. 2021, and I'm 20 years old. Came a long way, got a long way to go. I done moved on, tryna turn the pure gold. Same time, reaching back to the hood to save souls. This the new me, this the true me. This my purpose, I ain't taking it loosely. I put a bullet in that old man. Understand? You don't know me, you knew me. I remember being broke, I was sleeping on the floor, no hope. Back then, I ain't know what to believe in. I was trying to survive in the jungle. Lord knows I was sick of playing defense. Now I'm striving for better, striving for better. Striving for better, striving for better. I remember being broke, I was sleeping on the floor, no hope. Back then, I ain't know what to believe in. I was trying to survive in the jungle. Lord knows I was sick of playing defense. Now I'm striving for better, striving for better. Striving for better, striving for better. Man, just look at me now, honestly proud. I've been going hard in this war for a while. Family be asking why I don't come around. Truth be to the chill, got my hand up to the plow. This is God's plan, I done figured it out. Tryna be a man, tired of playing around. Can't quit now, cause I don't wanna end up there walking around with my head in the cloud. Gotta stay focused, gotta stay in control. Cause I know the devil trying me, got me feeling like Joe. I done lost sisters and I done lost bros. Look around me, I got them back 100-fold. Pray you never bend, never break, never fold. Pray I never bend, never break, never fold. Gotta hold on, better strive for the truth till the chariots take us home. I remember being broke, I was sleeping on the floor, no hope. Back then, I ain't know what to believe in. I was trying to survive in the jungle. Lord knows I was sick of playing defense. Now I'm striving for better, striving for better. Striving for better, striving for better. I remember being broke, I was sleeping on the floor, no hope. Back then, I ain't know what to believe in. I was trying to survive in the jungle. Lord knows I was sick of playing defense. Now I'm striving for better, striving for better. for better, striving for better. I'm striving for better.
Pass me my Bible, let me vent right quick. Turn to 2nd Esdras 6, showing we got next. Every time I'm in the streets, yeah, my soul gets vexed. I see dead people, I'm a cold see a sixth sense. Battered and bruised, that's what slavery did. But I never wear a dress like Cuddy, hollered the kid. Persecution followed true, but I ain't running from shit. I pray I prophesy till the end like Stephen did. Yeah, I pray I prophesy to the end like Stephen did. If you're looking for the prophets, you know where we be at. On the corner in your hood, you're welcome like a doormat. Gone.
Boots, lace, pants, crease, we don't need a Hummer. Wartime, God's army, quick as lightning, not as thunder. Get it poppin', get it jumpin' like Jordan in the summer. When it all falls down, we be the winter, spring coming, that's the Passover. See them chariots don't get passed over. COVID should've told you that this truth can't be masked over. Move your ass over if you ain't about his business. We the sons of Jehovah screaming, can I get a witness?
Run me my check, cause you know we bout to PayPal. Meanwhile, Messiah's garment drips from grapevines. Oh wow, there's blood on this garment, don't shake now. You was speaking real bold, taught us we was Gentile. Attention, I need all the angels to call it great foul.
Yeah, this word is so wicked, it got my mind gone. But we been flipping through scriptures, it got my mind blown. And since we back on the mission with our forefathers' traditions, and we been painting the pictures like the time drawn. Yeah, this word is so wicked, it got my mind gone. But we been flipping through scriptures, it got my mind blown. And since we back on the mission with our forefathers' traditions, and we been painting the pictures like the time drawn.
I done been tried in that fire and made it out.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ bless. Most High in Christ bless. Welcome to another week of Let's Talk Truth. Today you got myself, Officer Emmanuel,
Officer Baruch,
Officer Isaiah,
And Officer Hezekiah.
All right, all praise to the Most High. So the topic that we got today is it's one of them topics that separate us from the average radio show. You know what I'm saying, in the Christian church.
Right.
Because, you know what I'm saying, this topic, that Satan's hand in the music industry, you know what I'm saying, from a biblical perspective. For one, you know what I'm saying, the average radio station ain't got the knowledge, the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, to really even go into this stuff.
Right.
They don't really understand what the hell, you know, because everybody in the world got conspiracy theories and watched Illuminati videos and all that BS and all of that.
right?
But it's way more complex than that. And a big part of that is knowing your true nationality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And with dealing with the Christian church, you damn sure ain't gonna see no TD Jakes, no Creflo Dollar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? None of these people go into Satan's hand in the music industry. Yeah, they probably got friends in the music industry. Cause they get the biggest chunk of money for the times. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's you know it's crazy you say that though, cause you for example, like Lil Baby and Kirk Franklin, they got a song together.
Right. The hell is this? You know what I'm saying? So exactly, the scriptures say they made a covenant with death. So this topic right here that we finna go into today, listen, brothers and sisters, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all ain't gonna hear nothing like this on no platform like this, probably ever. You know what I'm saying? And it's just part one.
Right.
So I need y'all to make sure y'all like, comment, share. Make sure y'all call in today.
Right.
Y'all ain't been calling in lately, man. Look, the number is 833-878-7234 extension 7. All right? 833-878-7234 extension 7. All right, you was gonna say something?
I was gonna say, man, because you mentioned that basically the ones that don't have the knowledge won't share it, right? They can't share it because they don't understand it. But the ones that got a glimpse of the industry, they are afraid to share it. So that's why you got to hear it here on Let's Talk Truth.
Right.
On the Real Underground Radio, because we going to bring the truth out.
They're right.
All praises.
Yep. Hey, shout out to the Real Underground Radio,
Right,
man.
for
I
sure.
appreciate how we can, just be all the way raw with it on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Frank, man.
Hey, shout out.
All praise to the Most High. But y'all already know, before we dive all the way into the topic, and one more thing I want to say too, because today, I know, we be heavy on the content and stuff like that. And I know y'all like that about our show. But what's really going to stand out today is the scriptures.
Right.
Because, like I said, when it comes to this topic, Satan's hand in the music industry, a lot of people know conspiracy theories. A lot of people, Satan was the choir director in heaven and he got kicked out. And
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? And, all of this Illuminati and all this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Today, y'all gonna find out. Y'all gonna get the real breakdown
They're right.
of the devil and how he work in the music industry straight out of the Bible. So y'all gotta make sure y'all got a pen, pad, take notes, pay good attention. I'm telling you, it's going down today. All right?
Sir.
But y'all already know, before we get all the way into the topic, we gotta warm up with something. I ain't gonna lie, this right here really had a influence on me choosing this topic. It's kind of gonna segue into it. All right? So going to pull up that the first article. Now let me say this too. All right? Now I grew up on R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we did the R. Kelly trail show. We went in, we broke down the whole trail and all of that.
Yes,
you know what
sir.
I'm saying? And it showed how somebody can be, super talented, got millions of fans, a great catalog, legendary, and behind closed doors, they be the damn
Wicked.
devil. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real. But like with R. Kelly, like I said, I grew up on the brother. He was the, the R&B thug or whatever in the 90s, early 2000s. So as I got older, I'm the generation after my mama. You know what I'm saying? So our generation, R. Kelly, was Trey Songz.
Right.
Come on! Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Southside.
So, hey, that was my guy.
Right.
A lot of people, I ain't really listen to Chris Brown and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Trey Songz, he was a little more more masculine with it. You know what I'm saying? But he was wicked as hell. It is what it is. He was basically like a new generation R. Kelly.
Right.
That's the first brother that got a song. I think the first major artist to have a song, you know what I'm saying, with a female in the studio on wax, giving the BJ on the damn tone. You know what I'm saying? You can hear all that. For real, this man wicked as hell.
Super wicked.
But I was rocking with him before I came into the truth. You know what I'm saying? But look, now this brother basically, now we ain't gonna incriminate him or whatever. At the end of the day, we wasn't there. We not eyewitnesses, but these are some very hefty allegations. And it's not just one. It ain't just two. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even just three.
Oh, my.
Dang.
So you know how that go. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it, man. Pull up the first article. Read that.
Trey Songz accused of sexual assault. Alleged victim says she experienced unbearable PTSD.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Dylan Gonzalez.
Dylan Gonzalez has reportedly hired an attorney to represent her in a potential sexual assault case involving Trey Songz. Per a statement she shared on Twitter.
My bad. Scroll down. Is this the right one? Nah, this ain't the right one.
Sheesh.
It's the other one. Go to the other. Y'all tripping. All right. Yeah, it's that one. Come on now.
Come on now, dog.
All right. What's the title? Is that the title?
It is. It's a big title.
What's the title? Let us see the title real quick. Real with us, y'all that's listening. All right, read that.
Trey Songz has a long history of sexual and physical assault allegations. Will he ever face the music?
All right, so the title of the article is Trey Songz has a long history of sexual and physical assault allegations, all right? And remember, like I said, when we went into the R. Kelly trial, we found out he had a long history.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, when you got money, you know what I'm saying, and you got a lot of love and a lot of fans and stuff like that, you got the power to cover things up. But we know, according to the scriptures, that ain't nothing that's hid that ain't going to be made manifest.
That's right.
But when these people like, you know, like Trey Songz or Kelly, they got a whole lot of fame and money, you know, they able to cover things up for a while. All right? So a lot of people do not know until the recent allegations came out. A lot of people did not know that he has a long history of sexual and physical assault allegations. We ain't gonna really deal with the physical, you know what I'm saying, because he be punching people. We ain't really gonna deal with that. We gonna deal with the sexual, all right? Well, some of the sexual assaults deal with physical too, all right? But scroll down to where it say earlier this year, all right? Scroll down. All right, read that, Hezekiah.
Earlier this year, Songz settled a $10 million civil complaint from a Jane Doe accuser out of court.
So it say earlier this year, Trey Songz settled a $10 million civil complaint.
Sheesh.
Wow.
That's what, like I said, that's how a lot of these celebrities be able to hide, you know what I'm saying, put stuff under the radar, sweep stuff under the rug.
Right.
With their money, with their legal team. You know what I'm saying? He settled out on a $10 million civil complaint from a Jane Doe accuser, meaning an anonymous accuser. Now, that implies that you are guilty.
He had to be.
Because if you innocent, you know what I'm saying?
You paying nobody.
You ain't coming at no $10 million.
Right.
You feel, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Man.
But anyway, continue to read.
The accuser detailed in court papers seen by the Daily Beast how the singer allegedly sexually assaulted her.
Scroll down.
The woman claimed in her complaint that Songz had picked her up at a New Year's Eve party in 2018, hosted at Diddy's Miami Mansion.
At who?
Diddy's
Okay.
Miami Mansion.
Nah, look, today we gonna spare him, but he gonna get it in part 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? But that man right there,
He ain't right.
Diddy.
Ball.
All right,
he
finish
wicked,
that
man.
sentence out.
Before they continued the night at the popular nightclub E11.
Right, so yeah, Diddy always ties to some sexual immorality in the industry, bro.
Right.
All right, scroll down to the paragraph. Go ahead.
In the VIP area, Songz allegedly sexually assaulted and battered Jane Doe by proceeding to forcefully place his hand under her dress without her consent and attempting to insert his fingers into Jane Doe's vagina without her consent or permission, the lawsuit alleged.
Go ahead.
The suit also claimed that following the alleged assault, another woman in the VIP area confided in Jane Doe that Songz had done something similar to her the same night.
Right. So I'm gonna read through the rest of it because we got a lot to get to. All right. But as you can see, it basically in a club in the VIP, when people like you Trey Songz,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You feel like you entitled
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To do stuff like that.
Right.
Because when you first blowing up, all the women love you and they give you easy access. And you're like, oh, I can just do this. So after so much of that, you just know you can just do that with any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? So he get to doing that with multiple women in a club in the same section on the same night. All right? It say the second woman alleged that Songz also put his hands down her pants and placed his fingers into her buttocks without her consent, according to the complaint. Although Jane Doe retained her initial attorney days after the alleged assault, she alleged in court documents that he failed to bring about the complaint until days before the statute of limitations expired in January 2020, resulting in her hiring new counsel. He denied that, blah, blah, blah. The parties were able to settle out of court according to court documents, with Jane Doe withdrawing her complaint. Terms of the settlement were not disclosed, and Jane Doe and her attorney did not respond to the Daily Beast request for comment. Scroll down. Similarly, a battery complaint brought against Songz by Andrea Buera was dropped in 2019. The Los Angeles-based Buera had claimed the singer choked, punched, and knocked the then 27-year-old to the ground in his LA rental in February 2018 after he allegedly became furious that she had been chatting with one of his friends. Now, if y'all watch Surviving R. Kelly, it's a lot of similarities, you know what I'm saying, with the thing. She said, while I was on the ground, he continued punching me, and he did not stop until his security pulled him off of me. She said during a televised press conference alongside her lawyer, Lisa Bloom, adding that Songz even took her phone from her and threw it. I had to go to the hospital because he hit me so hard that I had a concussion and was throwing up from the migraines, she added, claiming the alleged attack only stopped because Songz's bodyguards got involved. Scroll down. Songz claimed in court papers that he was acting in self-defense, saying he reasonably believed Buera was going to harm him, and any force he used was only the amount reasonably necessary to protect himself.
Wow.
Psycho.
All right, scroll down. Buera provided a photo of herself in a hospital bed where there appeared to be a bruise forming under her chin, and other photos were marks around her eyes and forehead. I want you to get help, Buera told Songz at the press conference, pushing for the Los Angeles Police Department to press charges against him. Although I am not your first victim, I'd like to be your last.
Sheesh.
Hey, get Proverbs 6 real quick. But I want to say something on that, though, because, hey, women hate accountability.
Right.
And I ain't trying to, lighten the blow on Trey Songz. But she said, although I'm not your first victim. Now, we going to see in a video, you know what I'm saying, you got women that they friends told them, oh, he didn't see that, he crazy, he'll do this. And they still end up in a hotel with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? you know you're not the first victim, so why the hell did you put yourself in a position to be the next? Right. What's wrong with us? With our women?
It's so dumb,
Just
man.
women, period.
Trying to come up on a chick.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But let's read that about Trey Songz's actions. Read that. Proverbs 6 and 12.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 12.
Come on.
A naughty person, a wicked man walketh with a forward mouth.
Uh-huh.
He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers.
So God said a wicked man gonna speak with his feet and teach with his fingers, meaning what? He gonna get violent to get his point across.
Right.
All right? That's what Trey Songz did with multiple women, allegedly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, that ain't allegedly because he said he did it, but it was in self-defense.
Right.
So he confessed to knocking a woman upside her damn head to the point that she had a concussion. All right? Bruh. So God said a wicked, naughty man get down like that. All right? Go to the next article. Watch this. All right, Trey Songz accused of sexual assault. Alleged victim says she experiences unbearable PTSD. Now, this is the newest one, all right, dealing with a former basketball player. All right, it says Dylan Gonzalez, a former University of Nevada, Las Vegas basketball player, has come forward to share she's hired an attorney. Gonzalez alleges she has experienced unbearable PTSD following an incident of sexual assault at the hands of Trey Songz. Dylan Gonzalez has reportedly hired an attorney to represent her in a potential sexual assault case involving Trey Songz, per a statement she shared on Twitter. The former University of Nevada, Las Vegas basketball player wrote the following. With what seems like endlessly recurring news of the alleged sexual assault committed by Trey Songz, I am forced to repeatedly relive in my mind and suffer anew the long suppressed horror and unbearable PTSD of my rape by his very hands at a well-known Las Vegas hotel. Now I want to say this, dealing with the PTSD and all of that come from rape. Real quick, get that in Deuteronomy 22 and verse 25. I want to show y'all something because, you know what I'm saying? Now, once again, this is alleged. He hasn't been proven guilty in a court of law dealing with that situation, but just in general with rape victims, you know what I'm saying? Watch what God say. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 25.
Come on.
But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die.
So God said if a man force a woman in order to lay with her, meaning he pinning you down, you know what I'm saying? This is not consensual. God said if, when he get caught, he shall be put to death.
Right.
Read on.
But unto the damsel.
Now this is under the old covenant with Moses. If you familiar with this old covenant, the laws in the first 5 books of the Bible, then you know it was only certain ones that got you put to death. You know what I'm saying? For example, the sins that's coming that didn't get you put to death was stuff like stealing. You know what I'm saying? You could steal, you could lie, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And you would have to bring some sort of retribution, sacrifices, restoration to the person you did the wrong to, and etc.
Right.
But it was certain sins that you had to die, like adultery, homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? And another one of them sins was rape. That's what we're reading right now.
Right.
If you rape somebody, you deserve to die, according to the Bible. All right, read on.
Verse 26. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter.
So God is showing us that just like when a man catch a man and kill him, rape is equivalent to that. The difference is that rape victim has to continue to live after the fact.
Right.
So, when people get murdered, you know what I'm saying, it's over with.
Right.
It's rest in peace. When you get raped, you have to continually, every time it's brought up to your remembrance, you gotta live with that death. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're breaking in your spirit. God, that's what God said. So the PTSD that come with that stuff is real. Anybody that rapes anybody deserves the utmost punishment possible. Understand that. That's according to the Bible. That PTSD is real. God said that sin is like murder.
Right.
All right? Go back to the article. All right? Scroll down. Say on New Year's Eve, Gonzalez accused Songz of being a rapist in a tweet that is still on her official account on the platform. Trey Songz is a rapist. She wrote of the singer without divulging any additional details. Gonzalez is currently exploring her legal options with attorney George Raybeck. Per the Daily Beast, the alleged rape happened around 9 years ago. The publication reports Gonzalez's claim against Songz is separate from an alleged sexual assault case that the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police is currently investigating, stemming from an incident that occurred at the Cosmopolitan Hotel while the singer was celebrating his 37th birthday in early December. So now, where she done went viral with by going out on Twitter and all of that about Trey Songz being a rapist. That happened 9 years ago.
Right.
In the midst of him being investigated for a rape from last month.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? Now watch, get Ecclesiastes 8:11. This is the thing, and this why, you know what I'm saying, I get it, but, you know, that's why we got to apply the script. We need the Bible.
Right.
Because Leviticus 5:1, you know what I'm saying? You wait 9 years or whatever. Basically, you did technically you deserve some type of punishment,
Right?
Because basically you enabled this person to have 9 years more time to victimize others, because you waited that long to come forth. I'm telling you, hey, women, y'all I know y'all be victims,
right?
But at the same time, y'all got to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? For real. That coming out of that was my issue with the surviving R. Kelly stuff too. He could have been stopped. But like, I get it. You get threats, you get paid, you get all this and this and that. All right. What I told you to read?
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11.
Read that.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Because judgment is not executed speedily when you do something like rape or, you know what I'm saying, assault somebody and you got money, you got the legal team to hide it. You know what I'm saying? You got the money to pay off a civil settlement. You know what I'm saying? And you good. You still, he dropped the song. He was like, bless, you know what I'm talking about? Damn. He said, he was basically asking, like, why do I feel so blessed? You know what I'm talking. You know this song. Yeah, so blessed. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? In his mind, he was really saying on it, just like R. Kelly was doing in a way, like, damn, I'm doing all this evil for real, like for real. Damn. But I'm winning Grammys and I'm selling out shows and people still love me. And it's crazy. That's really what he's saying on the song. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what God said. When the sentence for the evil, the wickedness that you done ain't executed speedily, what come behind there? Read on.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Instead of you being like, that was a close one. I need to get my stuff together. I'm glad I ain't get caught. I ain't doing that no more. Instead of that, you get the mindset like, oh, I get away with it.
It was that easy?
Here, let me start a little getaway with rape fund. I'm going to just put some money over here to whenever somebody think they want to come forward, I could just, you know, just to fulfill my lust and my craving to just do this to women.
Right. Think God is not going to hold you guilty.
You know what I'm saying? For real. God said when judgment don't come ASAP, you develop the mindset to continue to do that evil that you didn't get judged for yet. All right?
Yet.
For real. So that's the problem. That's the problem with women waiting to come forth as victims. You know what I'm saying? Because you enable these people to continue. You adding fuel to their fire, really. You know what I'm saying? So go back to the article. Go back to the article. Go back to the article. All right, where we was at? Okay, yes. Over the scope of the last few months, Gonzalez and another woman have come forward and called out songs. And that'd be the trend too. You know what I'm saying? Once I see one coming out,
that's a whole
same thing happened with R. Kelly. Right. Same thing. Jahara Jeffries refiled a civil suit in December alleging that Songz assaulted her at a Miami club. This incident reportedly took place in 2018 on New Year's Day. Jeffries previously sued the R&B singer without disclosing her full name. Eventually, she decided to release her name according to her attorney, Ariel Mitchell. Mitchell released this statement on his choice. She doesn't want to hide behind the Jane, though. She doesn't want to be ashamed of what happened to her. Scroll down. Rebecca released the following in regards to Dylan in her efforts to speak up for herself. We admire Dylan's courage. All right, scroll down. All right, it says, scroll back up, I'm sorry. It say, these are not isolated incidents. In 10 years, Songz has been accused of physical and sexual assault on multiple occasions. All right? So, that all of this stuff is making its way to the headlines. All right? So, we're going to show y'all a video real quick. So, this video, you got women basically speaking out on things that has happened to them, and it's basically it's either in a joking like oh, I don't really want nobody to know because it didn't go all the way too far, or you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, I mean, I effed them, so I mean it is what it is, but yeah, he's like that, you know what I'm saying? So, and then Keke Palmer, we ain't even really gonna play her part because the way she went about it was really just kind of annoying.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know. All right, but play that. All right, in May 2015.
Who has it on you? We want to.
Now go ahead, play it.
Who has it on you? We want a big celebrity. Who's hit on you? You're a beautiful girl. Come on.
Can I say that?
Yeah. Nobody's listening. Nobody's watching.
You have to say it.
Built it up.
Yeah, say it.
I don't.
Let's play telephone.
Okay.
You send it down, and then I'll say it.
I'm going to jail for this, but I went to a wedding. I went to my lawyer's wedding, and it was like they rented like a mansion, and everybody at the end, it was like only like 50 of us at the end of the party, you know. It's like all these, some of the Victoria's Secret models, like his big clients, and Trey Songz was there with his date. And I go to the pool house, literally, and I swear on everything, he's giving me the eye all night, and I was like, okay, what's going on? This is weird. I go to the pool house, just like right by the pool, and he literally is at the door and pushes me against the wall and puts his lips on my lips and is like, let's do this. I'm like, oh my god, I don't think I'm supposed to.
That's awesome. This story is great.
The same thing has happened to me with Trey Songz. Oh, totally, yes.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna get killed for this. I probably am.
No.
And then he held you down, right?
He like, no!
This is getting bad.
No, it was cool. And I said, no, I said, I can't, I'm not doing this right now.
Your lawyer dropped the charges, though, right?
Stop! No, but I said, no, I'm not trying to do this right now. He was, I was playing anyway. I don't want that anyway. And he walked out. That's something else happened, but I'm not gonna say that. But
such a smooth way to deal with rejection.
Yeah.
I was just playing. I'm just kidding. Anyways. Not
it was hard though.
Although he's crying on the
inside. He had no shirt on, and he literally was like.
No, go play the rest of it.
He's probably one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. Really.
Very ripped guy.
Like, I was actually like, wow, this guy is absolutely gorgeous. But I said, girls probably sleep with him all the time. So I was like, no, this is not gonna happen right now. But I said, he
invented sex, but he also invented an STD, so you're good about it.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't see this. I'm only gonna get killed, but it's okay. I mean, it's true. I tell the truth.
We won't send it to anybody but TMZ, don't worry.
Oh my god!
They will send it to everyone else.
All right, so hey, get Proverbs 26 real quick, cause he according to her story, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, he put her against the wall, you know, put her lips on her lips. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. And then when she was like, no, he was like, I'm just playing anyway. Proverbs 26:19. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 26, verse 19.
Come on.
So is the man that deceiveth his neighbor.
That what?
Deceiveth his neighbor.
That trick his neighbor. Come on.
And saith, am not I in sport?
Right. So somebody do something. Somebody do something or think they finna do something. Right. And then they see that they in trouble. It ain't going how they think it was going to go. And then they hit you with a,
I was just
playing.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? For real. That's in the Bible. Right. So I just wanted to show that, dealing with that. So that's how he got out of that situation. He played it off. That's really what he did with the Keke Palmer situation too. Like when she came out with her stuff, he was like, baby girl, you tripping. You got my phone number. You with all this BS. He basically made her look like a clown.
Right.
And played it off. Played it smooth off.
Another thing I noticed about when I was watching that clip right there, remember, like Deuteronomy 7:3, it tells us not to deal with the other nations. Notice how that guy next to her, he was like, and then he pinned you down, right? You see what I'm saying? This could have easily been like back then, like a case. You see what I'm saying? Because you got all these Edomites right here. You see what I'm saying? They'll make a case against you.
Nah,
Stop
he
messing
did
with
say
the
something
money.
about the lawyer. Your lawyer passed the case or whatever. He said something
Bruh,
about it.
you saw, bruh, cause
Crafty, man.
you know that's really they realm, so they know they know everything that come with that.
Should've got some money.
You know what I'm saying? All right, now play the next one. I mean the next timestamp. You know what I mean? Go back to the video. Play the next timestamp.
Let's go.
Come on.
Right. Hey, y'all make sure y'all call in now. I know y'all.
It's 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
Especially if they got some cases out there about
All right.
Trey Songz and all this.
All right. So now this Selena Powell.
No,
she
no,
a
not
thigh
that. I didn't know
pocket,
what was
but
happening. He
is
just
what
did
it
it. He just like was
Bitch, please say who?
like, Trey Songz. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He
Wait,
wants
so, wait.
me.
How did he surprise pee on you? What?
Okay, so I go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom to wipe the nut off my face, like in between rounds. He follows me in there. He's like, get in the bathtub. I'm like, okay. So I do, and I'm like,
Wait a
down,
minute.
He stands over me like jacking off, and he's like, put with your pussy. I'm like, okay. So I do, and then he's like, put with your tits. So I do, and then he literally just peed on me like that, and I was like, what the fuck on my eyelashes? And he's like, you're fine, and I was like,
You're fine. How many rounds has Trey Songz gotten him?
oh, 5 million.
Really?
Yes. When I left, there was a pile of condoms on the ground. I was like, whoa, I don't even.
He
I
wore
was
a
fucked
condom
up.
every time?
Yeah.
Holy
Thank God.
shit, this
I
guy's
think-
got an invincible
Did you know
cock,
about
huh?
how you told me?
Thank God. What?
I wish she wasn't as
nasty,
nasty, but I'm not gonna make her go on.
He already got mad at me for like talking about him, but I don't give a fuck.
Who cares, bitch?
Trey.
Just don't ever see him.
Terry?
No, Trey. But
Trey.
every bitch I know that has fucked him says the same shit. Like,
That he pees on him?
yeah,
I think
and
his
he's
kid-
psycho. Like he took my phone and my purse away for like a whole day, held it over the balcony, was like, bitch, if you're trying to leave, I'm gonna drop this shit. I'm like,
But y'all didn't want to believe me. Okay.
And he's
He
just
did the same thing to her, like, he just-
Wow. Now this hoe, Selena Powell. I'll keep look. This hoe, Selena Powell. This her friend. She doing an interview with. Her friend tried to tell her this nigga is a nymphomaniac. He a psycho.
Right.
He not regular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this goes to show women, they be having to learn the hard way. That's really, Israel in general, and she probably ain't even Israel, but women, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell them nothing nowadays.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She know multiple women that done did it with him. Her friend right there telling them, but you know what it is though? They probably, the D is this and this and that, but trust me, it's not worth it. So all she hearing is the D is what?
Worth it.
Oh, okay,
Right.
well, he ain't gonna do all that other stuff with me. No, not me.
yeah.
Maybe with y'all, but not me. I'm gonna get the D.
I'm
And
different.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real. But she got warnings. She didn't have to put herself in that situation. She heard about him. You know what I'm saying? And she still put herself in that situation.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, I'm trying to see what closet did Trey Songz go in with R. Kelly to learn to piss on people.
I forgot about this.
She done pissed on this dude.
I forgot that detail. We got
man.
scriptures for that, but
Hey, real
And then,
quick.
and you
Go
notice, look, you walk in and you see a bunch of condoms on the ground. Turn around. This man is sick.
nah, she said that he used all them on her, but she was so effed up, like she didn't
Damn.
realize how much they did it. Like he's a nymphomaniac.
That's crazy.
That's why she said he got 5 million rounds in him. You know what kind
That's
of
crazy.
pills?
What kind of
He
drugs he
got-
on?
Hey, that's that Edomite stuff, man.
Yeah. All right.
Hey.
He on acid,
Good
ecstasy,
drugs.
all that.
Hey, this remind me of the relationship with Ike and Tina. You see what I'm saying? Because Tina, like she knew about things that he had been done. You know what I'm saying? Heard different stories, all of that.
The women warned her right there.
Exactly.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But she was so focused on, hey, this is my time. I got, I can sing. He gonna take me on tour. I give it the money, and then boom, he'll cross your head. He'll cross your head, but women gotta learn the hard way.
Yep, that's crazy. All right, finish that clip out.
does the same shit.
Yeah.
He's like, weird.
But so he keeps you in a hotel room for this long, and he's just fucking you like a million times?
Yeah, and I kept asking, like, when can I leave? What time is it? And he, like, just wouldn't answer. He would just fucking ignore me, and I'm like, okay. And then he was like, you can leave when I go, like, to my flight. And I was like, okay, when's that? Wouldn't tell me. I'm like, okay.
I don't know if it's just me, but I'm the kind of guy where it's like...
All right. And just so y'all know, that dude, 22 Jump or whatever, he married to a porn star.
Wow.
And he got rape allegations and all that on him, too. So that's why he's so vile. He's saying the stuff the way he said.
He's trying to learn.
He's trying to exactly. Hell. That's really where we learned all this stuff from, bro, from them folks, man. But anyway, they really a manifestation of all of the evil lusts within us. Like they are that manifested as humans. For real. All right.
Exactly.
So real quick, get 1 Timothy 6 verse 9.
And get out.
1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 9.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9.
Come on.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation.
So God said when you rich, because when you rich, you got access to it. Like everybody want a piece of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you are way more susceptible to temptations and diverse temptations than the average Joe. Like, okay, I go to the grocery store, I go to work, I might have some females, looking or whatever. But if I'm rich, if I'm a star, I'm pulling up in a Bentley, you know what I'm saying, Rolls Royce, you know what I'm saying? Right. Hey, they flocking. Everywhere I go, everywhere I look, you know what I'm saying, women pulling down their shirt and, you know what I'm saying, throwing me their panties. Right. You know what I'm saying? God said that's what come with being rich and famous. Read that again.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
God said you will fall into temptation and a snare. And it's a precept that say these other nations of women will be unto us as snares. Once you got money and all that, I'm telling you, you're going to want to dibble and dabble with all the bread. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get tired of the chocolate and the caramel. You're going to want to deal with the vanilla. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? The white chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Kanye said
for
that.
real. And that's what happened with King Solomon in the Bible.
Right.
All right? Continue to read.
And into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
To many what?
Foolish and hurtful lusts.
Many foolish and hurtful lusts. Foolish and hurtful lusts. Like putting women in a hotel room, holding them captive, hostage. You a star. You ain't got to do this, bro.
Right. You don't.
You know what I'm saying? Making threats, beating people and all that. Foolish and hurtful. Read on.
Which drown men in destruction and perdition.
So you got to think, this man at one point, he got a song called Top of the World.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At one point, you was at the top of the world. Right. You know what I'm saying? The hottest R&B singer out. And now you finna, unless you got the money to pay all this off, you done. Your legacy, your reputation, your career, your money, your fortune.
Good day, sir. You
have been drowned into destruction and perdition. Right. Because you went after them diverse, foolish lusts, like pissing on women eyelashes. You know what I'm saying? Like what in you? What can possess you? What's up with these stars? These rich people? They be so weird.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to piss on your eyelash. I want to see if they can block. You know what I'm saying? Because umbrellas. I get it. I get it. I want to test the strength of the umbrellas on your eyes. Let me piss on them.
That's crazy. That's all.
See if you can block this piss.
Come on now, dog.
See if you can block this piss from your eyelids. You know what I'm saying? Get Ciroc 19 and 2 real quick.
Meanwhile, your skin just jacked up because he done pissed.
I know the mainest people that come in after that next morning beef.
What is that smell?
Sour diesel.
The book,
read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 2.
Come on.
Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away.
God said, women, hey, that'll make you lose your damn mind. Dealing with women and getting too deep with all of that, dealing with too many punani's, you'll go the hell off. Read on.
And he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent.
Right. Let's look up the definition of that word impudent. God said, when you cleave to harlots, you dealing with all these hoes. He got another song. He said, don't know why I'm still a playboy. Basically, after all these years, I done been with all these women, and I still can't get enough. Like, I'm still up in these clubs. Still, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. I thought I'd be tired by now, but I'm not.
Earlier, the article we read, it said he's 37 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. God said they ain't gonna leave off till they die. All right? Read that impudent definition. God said if you cleave to harlots, you're gonna be impudent. Read that.
Impudent. Not showing due respect for another person. Impertinent.
Right. Not showing due respect for another person. So think about it. When he first became a star, you know what I'm saying? He probably just smashing, on some regular. You know what I'm saying? But then, you come across women in the industry, they send people at you, and they get all super kinky and weird and introduce you to weird stuff and be like, punch me in my face, it's going to make me come faster.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so after all of that, you get desensitized to regular sex that people having in the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Now you disrespectful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you rude. Now you putting hands. Now you pressing women up against a wall that you ain't never met before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically stalked that woman.
Yeah. Go back to the synonyms. This is one particular word I want to deal with. All right? It's saying impertinent, audacious, shameless, presumptuous, disrespectful. The one I want to deal with is bold. God said when you cleave to harlots, you will eventually become bold as hell.
Right.
You would go to the extent of rape, holding people hostage, kidnapping, pissing on eyelashes.
Taking their phone.
You gotta think, bro, even if you did want to do something like that, if you a regular dude, you know damn well you ain't finna just whip your stuff out and piss on a woman's eyelashes while she playing with herself. You just know that you can't get away with that.
I can't even take it.
You know what I'm saying? So to just whip it out and tell her to do it and just take it, and after she be like, oh, you just pissed on me. Like, you're fine. You done got bold as hell. What did it say next to that? Bold is brass.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? For real. That God said that's going to happen. When you cleave to harlots, eventually you're going to get to that. The stories we hear about R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? All of it's going to be a lot of, freaky, just disturbing stories. Because you didn't elevate it to new depths of wickedness, of fornication.
Hey, it's a disrespectful. You remember the song Disrespectful?
Right.
Hey.
Disrespectful, yeah.
Hey, but you hit it on the nail, though, like, because when you see the evolution of, like, because, he was real popular in, 2005s and all of that. The women was real petite and all of that. And then now you got women making their own body. You see what I'm saying? So it's like an evolution. Like, okay, I got this, now this new right here. Now you got this whole trend of being toxic. Like he was just saying, punch me in my face, go make me come. That's crazy as hell because now women actually, taking these things and running with it. You see what I'm saying? And they want the man to do that. That's crazy.
So yeah, man. Hey, look, and that was just the warm up, y'all. We ain't even really on the topic yet. But like I said, it was gonna segue into it because this really kind of influenced me to go into it. Officer Jonah made a point. Basically, it's a spirit that come with that R&B realm. Like once you pushing that, and my wife told me, y'all remember Silk, that group? Is it me?
Yeah, that was doing my day there.
Yeah, one of the members did an interview, you know what I'm saying, basically talking about how they used, satanic imagery and some of their symbols or whatever back there. Like he admitted they was dealing with the devil. You know what I'm saying? So when you get into that realm and you're pushed, you sign a contract to push the agenda of fornication, it's demons that come with that. Message. You know what I'm saying? You got to think, people that know him, grew up with him, like they would never imagine Tremaine doing what? Pissing on eyelashes in a tub? Like, what the? You know what I'm saying?
Tremaine.
Surely that ain't Tremaine Neverson. Never son. Nah, yes. Tremaine Neverson, yes. He out here pissing on eyelashes. For real. Hey, I'm telling you, bro, y'all just don't know. That music industry, I'm telling you, is full of demonic energy. We gonna show y'all.
He said the neighbor gonna know his name. He ain't mean it this way.
Right.
Everybody gonna know that thing.
Damn.
Know him being wicked as hell.
Oh, pretty nice. So look, hey, y'all don't go nowhere. We finna take a quick break and then we gonna dive into this topic. Y'all don't wanna miss it, like I said.
Right.
Make sure y'all get y'all Bibles, pens, papers, take good notes. Cause the way we gonna break it down, I'm telling y'all ain't gonna hear it nowhere else. Unless it's from our leadership somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
For real. But hey, we'll be right back with Let's Talk Truth.
What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again. Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.
Check.
What's real, and what ain't, I've been gone, now I'm here, now what's real, and what ain't, I've been good, can't complain. I got the spiritual willing, I got the feeling you feeling, I'm on my feet in this way back, focus on nothing but healing, I'm only one out of a million, trying to speak life to the realest, we had our back against the ropes, now it's about time that they feel this, we in the street with the dealers, we in the street with the killers, reasoning out of the scriptures, fight to the killers. Your pastor comes in the building. He telling lies and he stealing. He said the law done away, but he said Tyler can stay. I cannot get with the hate. I'm in the shop with the jewels. I'm on the block with the bros. We march the city for peace. Like they won't tell on the news. They gotta sing in the blues. Cause we got nothing to lose. They kill us dead in the street. And we supposed to play like it's cool. Gotta thank God for the covenant. Won't see y'all think it's irrelevant. They choose their life in the beast. More like a modern day Hellenist. I found my God in the oracles. You found your God in the elements. You live your life for the hell of it. I live my life for the promises, cause it's heaven sent. What's real, and what ain't, I've been gone, now I'm here, now what's real, and what ain't, I've been good, can't complain. Lot of ups and downs, still I don't complain. You know it take a lot to go through to think it then and still stay the same, yeah. Been keeping it real ones don't change. Why the call to say soul in this life and get a block to your name? Oh man, that's still putting in work. Ay. Yeah, I know my worth. Ay. I ain't looking back now. I ain't trying to revert. Still staying on the earth. Hey, human rebirth. They tryna scheme on me, tryna plot on me, hoping that it's gonna work. Got my eyes on them, eyes on the prize. You gotta be wise, gotta be wise. Satan rolling around, rolling different disguise, spiritual eyes.
All right, welcome back to Let's Talk Truth.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, make sure y'all call in, all right? 833-878-7234, extension 7. Once again, that's 833-878-7234, extension 7. All right? Once again, the topic for the day is Satan's hand in the music industry. All right, now we spent a while warming up, dealing with Trey Songz and his, alleged wickedness that he got going on, but we haven't really got into the topic yet, all right? So dealing with this topic, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people got conspiracy theories or whatever. And we're going to clear a lot of stuff up with the Bible and really teach y'all a lot that y'all really, like I said, haven't been taught. Ain't going to hear it on a regular podcast, radio show. Damn sure ain't going to hear it in church. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to give y'all the sense. One thing about it, like a lot of people, they, they like to throw the word around like demonic. You know what I'm saying? Like the music is demonic and all of that. And we totally agree. Now the funny thing is, you know what I'm saying? And you got some people, you always got them people who be like, man, I don't believe none of that. Right. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But what you finna say?
No, I said definitely, always do.
So what we gonna show is that demons are real. All right. Now, the word demon is actually not in the Bible at all. But I'm going to show you that demons is real. Get Psalm 78:49. So we basically, like I said, we gonna break this down for y'all. Make sure y'all take good notes, pay attention, all right? Because it's going to get real today, man. Read that.
Psalms chapter 78, verse 49.
Come on.
He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation, and trouble, by sending evil angels among them.
By sending what?
Evil angels among them.
Evil angels. All right? In other words, demons. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we think, in the world, you got angels and demons. Like the angels is the good things and the demons is... God said evil angel. They the same type of, you know what I'm saying? But they evil angels out here. Those are the demons. So within the music realm, and we gonna prove it, within the music realm, it's a lot of evil angels, all right, or demons. That's why the music is so demonic. Another thing we want to address, right? Because when you deal with evil in the music industry, you know what's gonna come up. Sacrifice. Such and such, sacrifice somebody and
Somebody die for this.
And again, you got them people who be like, I don't believe in sacrifice. So we just gonna show that sacrificing to a devil is in the Bible. All right, Deuteronomy 32:17. Read that real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, and verse 17.
Come on.
They sacrifice unto devils.
So God said, and this is the reason why ultimately we went into captivity, because we did this. And then after we got in captivity and saw that the Lord wasn't going to immediately get us out of captivity, a lot of our people assimilated within a culture and continued to do this. God said they sacrificed unto what?
Devils.
So sacrificing to devils is in the Bible. That's a real thing. Come on.
Not to God.
Not to the Most High God. Read.
To gods.
But to what?
To gods.
So now the first part says sacrifice to devils. Then it goes on to say not to God, the true God, but to gods. Those gods are the devils.
Right.
And the reason why I want to hone in on that is because every time a rapper win an award, you know what I'm saying? And they hit song is Wet Ass Pussy. But they win an award and they say first and foremost, I just want to thank God.
You gotta hold your Grammy.
Yeah.
Hold your Grammy.
I just want to thank God. You know what I'm saying? And they hit single is about wet ass pussy. For real, excuse my language, I'm just keeping it real.
Right.
Their God is not the true God. Their God is going into these devils. All right, read on.
To gods whom they knew not. To new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not.
All right, so now go to 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. So I'm going to make sure y'all follow along. I'm just going to show y'all some heavy stuff.
Hey, it's interesting you said that, like the WAP and brothers be talking about they done murdered a whole community, but then they gonna say, thank God. God said, thou shalt not kill. What you talking about?
For real. Trey Songz had to keep it real. He said, why the hell I'm so blessed? I ain't doing nothing good. For real. It goes something like that. For real. 2 Corinthians 4 verse 3. Watch this.
2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 3.
Come on.
But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
Read.
In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
So pay attention. Paul is saying in whom the God, now if you're reading along, you see that G is lowercase, just like the gods that our people worship in Deuteronomy 32, right? It says that in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them that believe not. Read on.
Lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them.
So just like in Deuteronomy 32:17, you got the same word, God, but you got one is uppercase, one is lowercase. Just like in this scripture, you got the God of this world, and then you got, it say, Jesus Christ, who is the image of God. Those are two different gods. So what does this show you? Even though America say one nation under God, the God of the Bible, the Father of Jesus Christ, is not the God of this world.
Right.
There's another God, lowercase g, that's ruling this world. That's what we just read. The God of this world blinded the minds of those that are lost so they won't believe in the black Messiah, Jesus Christ. So watch this. Pull up the Bible Hub real quick. I'm finna show y'all just some heavy stuff in this scripture. All right? Scroll down a little bit. Read that. Barnes Notes on the Bible. Start there.
Yeah, I can see it. In whom, in respect to whom, among whom, or in whose hearts. The design of this verse is to account for the fact that the glory of the gospel was not seen by them. It is to be traced entirely to the agency of him whom Paul here calls the God of this world.
Right, so if it's some people that hear the gospel and reject it and don't receive it, it's due to the God of this world blinding them. All right, continue to read.
The God of this world. There can be no doubt that Satan is here, designated by this appellation, though some of the fathers suppose that it means the true God. And Clark inclines to this opinion. In John 12:31, he is called the prince of this world. In Ephesians 2:2, he is called the prince of the power of the air. And in Ephesians 6:12, the same bad influence is referred to under the names of principalities and powers, the rulers of the darkness of this world, and spiritual wickedness in high places.
So I want to stop right there. All right, so dealing with basically, you had some people, basically Esau, without understanding, trying to say the God of this world was the same God that was mentioned later in the verse. But it's not. The God of this world was referring to the prince of the power of the air, the prince of this world, because prince means ruler.
Right.
All right, and they precepted it with Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. So I want to read that. I'm going to show y'all something very heavy about this scripture. All right?
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12.
Come on.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Stop. So it quoted majority of the scripture in the passage that we read except this first part. But this will give you the context behind it, right? It says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Now, mind you, Christianity will use this to say that it's not about race. It's not a particular person. Everything is spiritual. Anybody can be anything or whatever. It's, you know what I'm saying? But what Paul is saying is because during this time and previous to the time of him writing, you had a movement amongst our people called the Zealots. You know what I'm saying? You had basically people that had, just like today, you still have some of our people that believe that the solution to coming up out of this evil rulership of this wicked man that's over us, who we gonna identify fully, believe me, trust me. But they believe that the solution to that is murder, like killing them, overthrowing them physically with guns and so on and so forth. The point that Paul is making is that that's not the fight. That's not how we gonna overcome who I'm finna talk about. All right? So we said, read that again.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
But against principalities. Against principalities. Read on.
Against powers.
Against
the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Come on.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
So when you read on, it said powers, spiritual wickedness in high places, right? So that's obviously going into some type of demonic energy, a demonic force.
Right.
And like I said, Christianity interprets that, you know, it don't matter. It's you know, the angels that got cast out of heaven and the reptilians. I'm finna show y'all something. All right, go to principalities in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Watch this. I'm finna show y'all something. Principalities.
Hey, so all of y'all on the real underground radio right now, hey, if you got rap dreams, music career dreams, say, look, stay tuned. Just listen up. Listen up to the Bible.
Sir, read that.
Principalities. Ruler.
Right. So when you look into the word principality, it's literally going into government, a government that's ruled by someone, right? That is a principality, just like Pulaski County, the state of Arkansas, the United States. It's a principality. All right. So that's going into actual physical rulers, the government, basically.
Right.
That's the first meaning of principality. Now watch this. Keep going.
Ephesians 1:21, Titus 3:1.
Order
of powerful angels.
So the second meaning of principality is what?
Order of powerful angels.
Come on.
And demons.
And what?
And demons.
And what?
Demons.
And demons. So you got one meaning that says rulers, like actual rulers, the government. Then the next meaning of principalities is an order of demons. What we gonna break down today is that Paul in Ephesians 6:12 is talking about both. All right, is talking about both in one. The rulers physically and the demons are one. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the fight is. It's a spiritual thing because the people that are pushing this in particular have that evil spirit in them.
Right.
All right? So yes, it's spiritual, but that spirit has a specific vessel in which it uses to push its spiritual wickedness. It's through the actual principalities. All right? So now, go to Wisdom of Solomon go back to the Bible Hub article. Go back. All right, pick up, it say the name God. It's like in the middle of the paragraph.
Okay, I see it. The name God is here given to him, not because he has any divine attributes, but because he actually has the homage of the people of this world as their God, as the being who is really worshiped, or who has the affections of their hearts in the same way as it is given to idols. By this world is meant the wicked world, or the mass of people.
The what?
The mass of people.
The mass of people. The mass of people. Come on.
He has dominion over the world.
Come on.
They obey his will. They execute his plans. They further his purposes. And they are his obedient subjects. He has subdued the world to himself and was really adored in the place of the true God. See the note on 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. They sacrifice to devils and not to God. Here, it is meant by the declaration that Satan is the God of this world.
That what?
Satan is the God of this world.
Satan is the God of this world. Okay, keep reading.
That the world at large was under his control and direction. He secured the apostasy of man.
The apostasy is going, that's another word for incredulity or unbelief, right? So he basically got the world to stop believing in the true God of the Bible, right? In particular, the Israelites. He caused us to discontinue from our heritage. He secured that. Come on.
And early brought him to follow his plans. And he has maintained his scepter and dominion since.
Come on.
No more abject submission could be desired by him than has been rendered by the mass of people.
Watch this.
The idolatrous world, particularly, is under his control and subject to him.
The idolatrous world. The idolatrous world. Now, back then, like in the Bible days, right? You know what I'm saying? They actually had, it was a Greco-Roman Empire, right? So they had Greek gods and things of that nature, different idols that they built and carved that, the Caucasians during that time period worshiped to.
Right.
And did things and all of that in honor of these. And they still do it. These actual idols still do exist, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But in today's time, modern day, the idolatry is beyond carved images and things of that nature. Because when we think idolatry, that's what we associate it with. You know what I'm saying? Things that we bow down to, not knowing. Think about it, right? What if you wanted to be a star singer, you know what I'm saying? That you was a regular 9-to-5 worker, somebody on the street or whatever. If you wanted to be a big singer out of nowhere, what show would you try to get on or audition for? What is it called?
American Idol.
The what?
American Idol.
American Idol. American Idol. Basically, by your talent, by you being able to sing, you will become an idol in America. And that just always went over our head for some reason. You know what I'm saying?
Right, it did.
For real. But these rappers, singers, entertainers, and all that on that level, they are all idols. Pull up that young boy screenshot real quick. I'm just show y'all an example. Show y'all an example real quick.
Say, I can't eat.
This is the idolatrous world that we living in. People's whole life revolve around musicians that they never met, never seen. Come on. All right, it say YB, which is young boy, isn't just a rapper. He's a culture reset, a reason to breathe.
Wow.
Everything that I live for. It's the reason why I wake up.
Wow.
The reason why I dress up. The reason why I eat. The reason why I want to live in this mean world. He is my everything.
You dumb as hell.
Meaning what? He's your guide.
Right.
He's your idol. But guess what?
Ridiculous.
It's not really him. You know what I'm saying? It's not really him. But I get off of that. Go back to the article. Go back to the Bible Hub.
Idolatry.
I'm telling you, this is an idolatrous world. And Satan is the ruler of it. Satan is behind all of these idols that's set up for people to devote their life to.
Right.
For real. It's all goes back to, it's a big pyramid scheme. That's why the pyramid, I am telling you. All right, he is worshiped. Go ahead.
He is worshipped there. And the religious rites and ceremonies of the pagan are in general just such as a mighty being who hated human happiness and who sought pollution, obscenity, wretchedness, and blood will appoint.
So look at this. It says the religious rites. All right, now that, when when we look at that word, we just usually think RIGHT. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the right to do this and do that. But their rights, like, that's associated with the term rites of passage.
Right.
A lot of people don't know what that means. All right? That's basically like, well, we're going to get into it. Keep reading.
And over all the pagan world, his power is absolute. In the time of Paul, all the world, except the Jews and Christians, was sunk in pagan degradation.
So in the time of Paul, everybody except the Israelites was sunk in pagan degradation. It's the same thing today. You know what I'm saying? The Jews and the Christians, meaning the Israelites, the only ones not celebrating Christmas, not celebrating Easter, not celebrating Halloween.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We the only ones not sunk into pagan degradation. For real. We the only ones really following the Bible. Thus said the Lord. It's because history only repeats itself. All right, keep reading.
He rules in the hearts and lives of all wicked people.
He does what?
He rules in the hearts and lives of all wicked people.
Come on.
And the world is full of wicked people.
Come on.
They obey him and submit to his will in executing fraud and raping and piracy and murder and adultery and lewdness.
Y'all see what? Fraud, raping, piracy, murder, adultery, lewdness. Remember all of these words, all right? Come on.
In wars and fighting.
That too, come on.
In their amusements and pastimes.
That too, come on.
In dishonesty and falsehood.
And that too, come on.
The dominion of Satan over this world has been and is still almost universal and absolute. Nor has the lapse of 1,800 years rendered the appellation improper as descriptive of his influence. That he is the God of this world.
No doubt. Come on.
The world pursues his plans.
The world does what?
Pursues his plans.
It pursues his plans. Come on.
Yields to his temptations.
They yield to his temptations. Come on.
Neglects or rejects the reign of God as he please.
Right, that's their reprobate mind. They didn't like to retain God in their knowledge. Come on.
And submits to his scepter. And is still full of abomination, cruelty, and pollution as he desires it to be.
As he desires it to be. Now let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 14. So remember, the idolatrous world, the religious rites and ceremonies, you know what I'm saying, in honor of the God of this world, which is Satan, and all of the attributes that come from him. What did it say? Piracy, raping, adultery, all of that, right? Violence. All right, let's get it in the Bible. Wisdom of Solomon 14:21.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 21.
Come on.
And this was an occasion to deceive the world, for men serving either calamity or tyranny did ascribe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name.
Right. So this is going into the image of the beast. The image of the beast was established. Like everybody know Christ, you know what I'm saying, pre-knowledge of revelations, you know what I'm saying, everybody perceived Christ as a white man, you know, with the long stringy hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For real. That's what came to your mind when Jesus Christ was mentioned. The purpose of that was an occasion to deceive the world. No way that can be the devil, because the devil has two horns. He's red. He walks around with a pitchfork. You know what I'm saying? So he came in the image of a angelic, you know, perfect, flawless being.
Right.
He said that was an occasion to deceive the world. So people put them on crosses. People make sculptures out of them. You know, like you see in the front of churches and all that. That's stones and stocks.
Right.
It say they ascribe to that the incommunicable name. The name of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's what they ascribe to them stones and stocks. Read on.
Verse 22. Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of God.
Read.
But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace.
So our mind has been twisted to look at great plagues, like, you know what I'm saying, through fornication. Think about it. Diseases running rampant.
Right.
Abortions. You know what I'm saying? Heartbreak, treachery. All of this stuff come behind the everyday activity that's promoted in the world. But we call it peace. I wanna make it to be able to smash a lot of hoes, smoke a lot of weed, get drunk, party. Like, I want that. That will be my peace, to make it to that level. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Our mind been twisted to that.
That's the ideal.
Yes.
Sheesh.
So great plagues they call peace. Come on.
Verse 23.
Watch this.
For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices.
Nah, remember, in Deuteronomy we read that they sacrificed to devils.
Right.
And like I said, whenever this topic come up about Satan's hand in the music industry, the topic of human sacrifice get brought up.
Right.
You're seeing it again. All right, dealing with the God of this world that deceived the whole world to follow him as God when he's not. The first thing that's mentioned is say they slew their children in sacrifices. Now, in the actual Bible days, you had like Molech, you had different gods to where that was a known ritual. Like, if you was worshiping that God, that's what came with that. You pass your babies through the fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real deal human sacrifice. Come on.
Or used secret ceremonies.
Uh-huh.
Or made revelings of strange rites.
Uh-oh, there go that word again. Made what?
Revelings of strange rites.
Made revelings of strange rites. Secret ceremonies. Human sacrifice. Okay. Now go to rites, dictionary.com. I don't know if I posted that or not. Okay, there you go. All right, now watch this. Just read the first one.
Right. A formal or ceremonial act or procedure prescribed or customary in religious or other solemn use.
Now read the little italicized words.
Rites of baptism.
Uh-huh.
Sacrificial rites.
What?
Sacrificial rites.
So a lot of rites. Now, you got regular, like, you know, we know the term rites of passage. For example, you get married, you know, you got to get the papers, had a feast. You know what I'm saying? That's the rites of passage for you to be able to call yourself married. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the demonic rites, the sacrificial rites. Basically a procedure that you have to follow through with in order to say that you're a star. You know what I'm saying? That you're a number one Billboard charting artist. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Sacrificial rites, secret ceremonies. You know what I'm saying? Now look, go to the Bohemian Grove link. The Bohemian Grove. Now, mind you, now we ain't read no scriptures about music yet. I'm building up to it. I just want to show y'all just. Like I said, it's more complex than, you know, you know what we taught about the Illuminati or whatever.
Right.
I'm just setting the stage. All right? The Bohemian Grove, pull it up. All right. Where I want you to read at. Yeah, you start at the top.
Bohemian Grove is a restricted 2,700-acre campground at 20601 Bohemian Avenue in Monte Rio, California, United States, belonging to a private San Francisco-based gentlemen's club known as the Bohemian Club. In mid-July each year, Bohemian Grove hosts a more than 2-week encampment of some of the most prominent men in the world.
Of what?
Most prominent men of the world.
Or in other words, the rulers of darkness, the spiritual wickedness in high places. Now watch this. Scroll down a little bit. Like I said, the most prominent men in the world. All right, stop right there. So the most prominent men in the world. This is an example. They got a picture within one of those meetings at the Bohemian Grove. Summer 1967, you got Preston Hotchkiss, Ronald Reagan, Harvey Hancock, Richard Nixon,
Right.
Glenn T. Seaberg, Jack Sparks, Kevin Zinter, and Edwin W. Pauley. All of these people were world power figures, future and present presidents at the time. United States presidents at this Bohemian Grove.
Right.
Right? Now watch this. Read on.
The Bohemians Club's all-male membership includes artists and musicians.
Includes what?
Artists and musicians.
Now, hold on. Now, at this camp, this the same camp, you will have presidents there, former presidents, future presidents, current presidents, and other world powers, along with artists and musicians.
The hell is this?
Huh? Why the hell you know?
Like, out of all the people.
Come on now, dog.
Read on.
As well as many prominent business leaders, government officials, former U.S. presidents, senior media executives.
What?
Senior media executives.
Senior media executives. Come on.
And people of power.
Principalities. So you see, you got principalities dealing with artists and musicians at a Bohemian Grove. So what are they doing here? Let's scroll down. Let's remember the scripture we just read about what? Secret ceremonies, strange rites. Scroll down. Come on. I want scroll down. Yeah, cremation of care. Let's read that.
The cremation of care ceremony.
So these are some examples of some strange rites, all right, that we just read in the Bible dealing with the God of this world. All right, Satan, come on.
Is a theatrical production in which some of the club's members participate as actors. It was first conducted in 1881. The production was devised by James F. Bowman, with George T. Brumley playing the high priest. It was originally set up within the plot of the serious High Jinks dramatic performance on the first weekend of the summer encampment, after which the spirit of care, slain by the Jinks hero, was solemnly cremated. The ceremony served as catharsis for pent-up high spirits.
Served as a catharsis for pent-up high spirits. Read on.
Oh my.
And to present symbolically the salvation of the trees by the club.
Come on.
The cremation of care was separated from the other Grove plays in 1913.
Watch this.
And moved to the first night to become an exorcising of the demon to ensure the success of the ensuing 2 weeks.
Oh my God. So it's now that exorcising is not talking about Jim working out.
Right.
That's talking about conjuring up of the demon, capital D, demon, to ensure the success of the ensuing 2 weeks. Basically to pop the camp off right. To make sure this demonic energy flows through everyone, to make sure this camp is executed. Just like, we got to get charged up in the spirit to deal with the men's conference.
Right.
To discuss the scriptures. And you know what I'm saying? They go here and they got to conjure up the demon. You know what I'm saying? To fuel them to come up with their demonic plots, secret plots, and all of that. All right? Keep reading.
The Grove play was moved to the last weekend of the encampment.
And that's what we're going to read about next. Keep reading.
The ceremony takes place in front of the old shrine.
The owl shrine. Right, which is a stone or a stock. Come on.
The moss and lichen covered statue simulates a natural rock formation. Yet holds electrical and audio equipment within it.
Why?
For many years, a recording of the voice of club member Walter Cronkite was used as the voice of the owl during the ceremony.
Watch this.
Music and pyrotechnics accompany the ritual for dramatic effect.
So music is involved in this strange rite, this secret ceremony. Scroll down.
Hey, you got to check something out, though. This is a whole 2 weeks, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can only imagine what they were conjuring up at this place.
Yep.
This is some
It's
wickedness,
somewhere
man.
else in here. I should have noted it, but it was either Richard Nixon or Ronald Reagan. I think it was Richard Nixon. He said this is the most faggy thing you can go to.
Faggy?
Faggy.
I bet, man.
F-A-G-G-Y. All right, read
That might have been the first ceremony. They all naked up in that mug.
Read that Grove play. Watch this.
Each year, a Grove play is performed for one night during the final weekend of the summer encampment. The play is a large-scale musical theatrical production.
A what?
Musical theatrical production.
Come on.
Written and composed by club members, involving some 300 people, including chorus, cast, stage crew, and orchestra. The first Grove play was performed in 1902. During the war years, 1943 through 1945, the stage was dark. In 1975, an observer estimated that the Grove play cost between $20,000 and $30,000, an amount that would be as high as $144,000 in today's dollars.
So they put a lot of money into this secret ceremony, this strange rite, R-I-T-E. All right, so we're showing y'all what the Bible is talking about. It's dealing with idols, you know what I'm saying, stones and stocks that they, trying to exorcise.
Message.
They got musicians, politicians, rulers. You know what I'm saying? All at this place in which strange rites and secret ceremonies are being conducted. And this is just one example. You know what I'm saying? You hear people mention the Bohemian Grove here and there or whatever. This is just one example of the many strange rites and secret ceremonies. Right. All right? What you finna say?
I found that little part. I got to let you read it, though.
All right, go ahead and read
back.
it.
Hey, go back to it at the beginning of that article. It's like the third paragraph at the bottom. That article you just had. Go all the way to the top. Right, is that the one? Yeah, it's right there.
The last sentence, one example.
One example, right here.
Okay. One example was President Richard Nixon's comments from a May 13, 1971 tape recording talking about upper-class San Franciscans, the Bohemian Grove, which I attend from time to time. It is the most faggy goddamn thing you could ever imagine. With that San Francisco crowd.
Wow.
So he said, I go from time to time. That's the most faggy goddamn thing you could ever imagine. So this some freaky, nasty.
Look, this thing is saying that you can get a old guard, which is a membership for if you had been there 40 years.
Yeah.
So you got presidents that's been going to this thing for 40 years.
Right. Facts.
Faggots.
Hell yeah.
Ruling over the country.
And we're going to get into that too because that's a big tool of the devil, extortion. Just imagine you go to the Bohemian Grove and you think you finna be, ain't nothing finna happen to me. And your ass end up getting bent over and it's all on camera.
Down.
You know what I'm saying? And then one day you just fed up and depressed and you trying to change your life and get out of that lifestyle or whatever. And they be like, hey, come here. You see this? They got a video. You know what I'm saying? That your ass getting a train ran on you by 5 70-year-old white men.
Probably more than that.
You know what I'm saying? And you trying to say you a Israelite now. They like shut your black mouth.
Right, you
for
better
we
shut your mouth
to the world.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Did you pick up on that when it said women were not allowed?
Yeah.
So faggy. That's why he said faggy.
They had a curfew because you could bring guests, but the women had to be gone by 10 o'clock.
Wow. Hey, that's crazy that this is heavy because, we talk about it. We hear about, like you mentioned, the Illuminati, stuff like that, of people, what they got to do to get in the industry. But you got all these executives, these principalities, you call it, and the presidents, all of them at this one spot, and they're doing, and they basically learning this from this Grove place so they can introduce it to the the music industry.
Right.
So now they practice it out there.
Yep.
Damn.
It's a lot of spiritual wickedness in high places. All right, go back to Wisdom of Solomon 14.
Man, I hope y'all paying attention.
For real.
And we need somebody to call in. Call in.
For real, though.
Whoever in that industry, too.
Verse 24.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 24.
So this would come behind these secret ceremonies and strange rites. Rites. I said rites.
Rites.
Rites. Come on, read.
They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously.
Come on.
Or grieved him by adultery. So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls.
What?
Defiling of souls.
Come on.
Changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness.
Now, don't that sound like the music industry? But, you know what I'm saying? We gonna read this somewhere else too later on. All right? We're from there. Go to Psalms 137 and 1. Like I said, you know, we didn't, in the scriptures just yet, we didn't tie music into all of that, right? We went into, you know, the God of this world, the spiritual wickedness, the secret ceremonies, the sacrificing to devils, all that in the scriptures. All right, well, watch this. Psalms 137, let's start at 1. Now, Bishop Kanai brought this out last night.
Right.
And I was just like, I gotta, hey.
Right. And we all hit it on the hit list.
This out. I read that. Watch this.
Psalms chapter 137, verse 1. By the rivers of Babylon, there was sat down. Yea, we wept. When we remember Zion.
Now, Psalms 137, period, is prophetic. All right, this is King David. He wasn't in captivity. He wasn't never carried captive. No damn where.
Right.
He established the kingdom, right? So the context is prophetic, but it's twofold, meaning in one prophetic context, it came to pass and became history, and also their prophecy extended, which is going to tell you, as you read down, you know, later in the chapter, it would also come to pass again, dealing with a different nation of people. All right? So watch this. Read on.
Verse 2. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof.
Right. So when we got carried captive to the literal Babylon, you know what I'm saying? We hanged our harps. Meaning, you know, we sung songs of sorrow and things of that nature because we was carried away from our homeland. Read on.
For there, they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
They did what?
Required of us a song.
So what I want y'all to see, all right, way back when the Babylonians carried us captive,
right,
we were famous for our musical ability. You know what I'm saying? Our talent when it came to music. That's why I said they required of us a song. I'm going to prove that real quick. Go to Sirach chapter 44. Let me show y'all something. And this is our history. This is true black history in the Bible. Sirach 44 and 1.
Sirach chapter 44 and verse 1.
Come on.
Let us now praise famous men and our fathers that begat us.
So our forefathers, the Israelites in the Bible, are some of the most famous men ever known to man. All right, jump down to verse 5.
Verse 5.
Come on.
Such as found out musical tunes and rejected verses in writing.
And recited verses in writing. So a lot of our forefathers were famous for their music. The book of Psalms is a damn no, it ain't a song. It's a damn like a 10-album catalog. You know what I'm saying? Right. For real, it's a bunch of albums. You know what I'm saying? So it says, such as found out musical tunes and recited verses in writing. A lot of our forefathers were famous for that, right? Now go to chapter 47 and read verse 1.
Sirach chapter 47, verse 1. And after him rose up Nathan to prophesy in the time of David.
So this one particular famous forefather was David. Everybody know King David.
Right.
He was a black man. Jump down to verse 8.
Verse 8.
Come on.
In all his works he praised the Holy One Most High with words of glory.
Come on.
With his whole heart he sung songs and loved him that made him.
So he was known for singing songs, hence the book of Psalms, right? Read on.
He set singers also before the altar, that by their voices they might make sweet melody.
They might make what?
Sweet melody. And daily sing praises in their songs.
So we was known for making sweet melodies in, for the purpose of praising the Most High God.
Right.
All right, jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13.
Watch this.
Solomon reigned in a peaceable time.
All right, so now it's going into David's son, King Solomon. Now jump down to verse 17. Watch this.
Verse 17.
Watch this.
The countries marveled at thee for thy song.
Read that again.
The countries marveled at thee for thy song.
So he wasn't a local joker. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just the Israelites that loved his music.
Right.
It said the countries. I mean, just like today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our famous musicians,
Beyonce be going there with
the
me.
whole world, they doing tours all overseas. The whole world, King Solomon in the Bible was famous for his songs. And this was all before the Babylonian captivity. So go back to Psalms 137 and 3.
Right. So this is why y'all seeing like all the rappers and musicians or whatever, they was posting all of their little billboard stuff at the end of the year showing where in the countries they was played at the most and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's been like that.
Yep. Read that.
Psalms chapter 137, verse 3.
Come on.
For there, they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
Right, because we had a reputation. We was famous for being the most talented musicians on the planet Earth. So they like, hey, sing us a song, niggers. Come on.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Right, because they're singing the songs of Zion will bring them joy. Because remember, in Sirach, it said they were sweet melodies. But watch this, read.
How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
So if we carry captive away from our homeland, how we going to sing these sweet melodies and praises to the Most High? Watch this. Read on.
If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning.
No. It says, if I forget thee, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is our homeland. That's where we from. All right, that's our heritage. All right. It says, David is saying, if I forget where I come from, you know, if I forget my true identity, let my hand forget her cunning. What is that talking about? Real quick, 1 Samuel 16:16. What, like, hey, pay attention, take good notes. I'm telling you, it's going to get real. It's going to make a whole lot of sense. All right, watch this.
1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 16.
Come on.
Let our Lord now command thy servants, which are before thee, to seek out a man who is a cunning player on an harp.
Is a what?
Cunning player on an harp.
Right, so the being cunning with your hand was going into playing on a musical instrument, right? So he said, hey, let us find somebody that is a cunning player on a harp. Come on.
And it shall come to pass, when the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well.
So wait a minute. So mind you, when we're in our land, we connected to our heritage, we had the ability to play on an instrument and deliver somebody from a demon.
Right.
From an evil spirit. So once again, once we connected to our God, you know what I'm saying? In that musical context, that music has the spiritual power to deliver you from a demon. So remember, we are famous. The countries, they know us for our talent. They know our capabilities when it comes to this music stuff.
Right.
It will come with spiritual power because the Lord made us special above all people, right?
Right.
Go back to Psalms 137. Read 5 again. I want y'all to understand what's going on here.
Slow it down.
Psalms chapter 137, verse 5.
Come on.
If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her
So
cunning.
you got to think, if David had the power with his cunning hand to remove evil spirits from people, why would he say, if I forget Jerusalem, take that talent away from me? Read on.
If I do not remember thee,
If I don't remember where I come from, my heritage, my God, come on.
let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
But wait, David was famous for singing songs with his whole heart.
Right.
But here he's saying, if I forget where I come from, my identity, my God, Let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth, to where I can't unmute. Make me mute. Why would he say this? Read.
If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy.
So, what is this letting us know? If we carry captive and become disconnected from our heritage and from our God, that musical talent in which had the spiritual power to remove evil spirits from people, our captors would use and manipulate their talent, you know what I'm saying, within us to inflict evil spirits upon people.
Right.
Understand that look, this is heavy.
Right.
This is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, like I said, there's an historical context, right? And the history is in Baruch that he brought out. We literally hung down harps or whatever on the rivers of Babylon when they carried us captive. And they wanted us to do this. As we just read, we was famous for our musical talent at this time. And David like, no, I ain't feeling that. We in captivity and forced by the enemy to play music.
Right.
That ain't, take that talent away. Right? Now watch this. Read verse 7.
Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
So now, in the same chapter, in the context of everything we just read, he bring up the children of Edom. Who is Edom, you might say?
Oh, my.
Edom is our brother. We came out the same womb. All right?
Right.
Edom means red. Okay? Edom had a name before he was called Edom, which is Esau. All right? This is a nation of people. So, and they are not the Babylonians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But why are they being brought up in context of the Babylonians? All right, like I said, there's a historical context to verses 1 through 6. And then there's also a context dealing with Edom. All right, read on.
In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
So the children of Edom cheered the actual Babylonians on when they destroyed our temple. They was like, raise it. Come on.
O daughter of Babylon.
So here David refers to them as the daughter of Babylon, right? Now we know historically the Babylonians, you know, were the Ethiopians or whatever, they had their kingdom. The Persians conquered them, right? So when you read Revelations, the last book in the Bible, the last ruling kingdom on the earth is called Babylon the Great.
Right.
Right here, it's calling Edom the daughter of Babylon. What does this tell you? It's telling you who would be the last ruling kingdom on the earth. The last principality would be Edom. All right? Read on.
Who ought to be destroyed.
Who ought to be destroyed. Come on.
Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us.
All right. Now go to Genesis 36 and verse 8. I'm telling you, we follow along now.
Stay
all
afloat.
right? We're dealing with Edom. Basically, Edom would do the same thing. They would repeat that cycle that Babylon did with us. They would require of us a song. But with us being disconnected from our God and our heritage, our musical talent would be to our detriment.
Right.
And Edom would know to, you know what I'm saying, to do that.
To use it against
exactly.
us. Know. Hey, I want to bring out a point, too, because we see this. We're reading about it, and it's evident. But they put it in movies all the time. They be having, they'll spin it and make it a funny movie, but they got dudes playing on the keyboard or whatever, and powers coming out, making the spirits or people act a certain way. They put it out in the movies all the time, but we just look over it.
It's a movie. It's an old movie, and I seen it when I was young, but I would never forget that movie. All right, it's called "Oh God, You Devil." In that movie, it showed a process. I want to talk about it later. I read Genesis 36, verse 8.
The book of Genesis, chapter 36 and verse 8.
Come on.
Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom.
So like I said, and just for the sake of time, I'm going to just get y'all up to speed, right? Esau and Edom, the same people, just different name, right? Esau is Edom. Rebecca had twins in her womb. This is Isaac's wife. Everybody know Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, right? Well, when she was pregnant with Jacob, she was also pregnant with Esau. Esau came out first. When he came out, they said he is red and hairy, right? And they called his name Esau. Now, Edom means red. When he was born, he wasn't called Edom, even though he came out red. They called his name Esau, which means wasted away. So by them looking at this baby coming out red, they like, this is different. Because everybody on the earth was coming out melanated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they looked at this baby coming out red. What's the correlation with them naming him Esau, which means wasted away? The reason why he was red was because the melanin in his skin was wasted away. Therefore, the blood showed forth through his skin, which made him red. And later, he ate some raw meat, some red pottage meat with the blood in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's when he acquired the name Edom. Just to seal up this, he red, he eat red, you know what I'm saying? Red. So Esau is Edom. All right? Read on.
Verse 9.
Come on.
And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir.
Watch this.
These are the names of Esau's sons.
So just like Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, had sons, Esau had sons too. All right, read on.
Eliphaz, the son of Adah.
So his first son was Eliphaz, right? Watch this. Jump down to verse 12.
Verse 12. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son.
Watch this.
And she bare to Eliphaz Amalek.
She bare to Eliphaz Amalek. Now, y'all, hey, I want them to follow me. All right? So, from Esau, the same nation that was prophesied to require of us a song once we were disconnected from our heritage to use our musical talent to our detriment, this nation, Esau, has a particular, I guess you could say, tribe named Amalek. Right. Don't forget that. All right? So now let's go to the first video. Let's go to the... Now, in this video right here, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all that's ever looked into Illuminati videos or conspiracy, whatever, y'all just seen a lot of this. But we just want to show y'all this because, like I said, it's always them people who be like, man, I don't believe in none of that, right? Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go around and say and tell everybody on TV and in interviews I'm gay. I take rod up my rectum, and I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna, like, why would I do that? Why would I say something that I'm not really doing or into or ain't true? And so many people saying the same thing. So, let's show y'all this. Play that video. Musicians testify they sold their soul to the devil.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
Message.
I kind of sang about, what was going on in my life at 15, and that's how I got introduced to the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music. Yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil. Well, needless to say, sold my soul.
It's a dance with the devil. I'm a cure, real wrestle. It's a dance with the devil.
I'm trapped. If I can go back, I never would've rapped. I sold my soul to the devil, I'll never get it back. I just wanna leave.
you record while the bus is moving, or does it have to come to a stop?
Yeah, well, sometimes they don't want to, and they're, Gaga, we can't get, the frequency's weird, and, it's sounding a little bit strange, and I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna, I get a little bit mad.
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Lisa came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
Why is your hand over your eye?
Because I'm a devil worshiper. What are you talking about? All right, well, I have tickets to see the devil worshiper.
Roman is a crazy boy who lives in me. And he says the things that I don't want to say.
What? What are you talking about?
He was born, just a few months ago.
Wait a minute.
I think he was born out of rage. He was conceived in rage. So he bashes everyone. He threatens to beat people, and he's violent.
It must be nice to have like an ignorant loudmouth who you can just sort of blame every...
He wants to be blamed. I don't want to blame him. I ask him to leave, but he can't. He's here for a reason. People have brought him out. People conjured him up. Now he won't leave.
I never listened to Nicki Minaj, so that's no loss. So she worships the devil, I heard anyway, so.
Now, pause it. Now, I remember, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting up here like I remember that. Now, she's saying this in interviews and all of that, you know what I'm saying? And you hearing it on the songs, like it's another entity within her. We listening to this and all of this going over our head. Like, buying the CD, we listening to it, we jamming to it.
Right.
And she telling you, you know what I'm saying? It's a damn demon in me. It ain't me. You know what I'm saying? That just show you the God of this world had us blinded and still got a lot of our people blinded.
Right.
It's crazy.
And just to put the connection back to that principality thing, because if it was a random person acting like that, they liable to go in the psych ward or something. She's sitting on TV saying she got split personalities. And then she, like you said, she rapped like one, and then she hit that little man voice bar or whatever, and then go back to sing. Look, she's supposed to be in a mental home right now. Yeah. But the powers that be got it set up this way for you to be the same way.
Yep. Go back to the video.
I want him to leave, but...
I got you. Hey. Guessing that I'm making deals with the devil, and I know it's gonna get me in trouble. I gave into the fire. I know I should have fought it. At least I'm being honest. I know that this is my fault. I should have been more careful. The devil's got to come to me. Through this dance. Baby, come back to me. Die for you. Die for you. I sell my soul to the devil.
You're still out here doing these songs, you're still on tour.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander
on this earth,
and on this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
I keep on dancing with the devil.
My soul for material wishes, fast cars and bitches. In my cold business, I sold my soul.
Dear God, I wonder can you save me? I can't die, my boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up, her voice spoke to me and it slowly started saying,
bring your lifestyle to me, I'll make it better.
And how long will I live?
Eternal life and forever.
Or will I be the G that I was?
I make your life better than you can imagine or even dreamed of.
so relax yourself. Let me take control. Close your eyes, my soul.
My eyes are closed.
I met the devil in God's country. You know, and it's not so much who, it's what, you know, what happens and the things that the devil does. It's not so much a person, even though he acts through people. You know, you can't call one person the devil. You know, you can't call any one person the devil. You can't do that because no one person has enough power to be the devil. You know?
All right.
And I just
All
think
right,
that the whole idea.
So, like I
Wow.
said, you know what I'm saying? All these people saying
Or
this.
like they
this-
said.
Bro, they ain't fake. They just saying
niggas
that. Okay. Let's go now. Mind you, they was like, I sold my soul, and all that, right? So in the next couple of clips we're gonna watch, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna basically expound on what selling your soul is, dealing with, I guess you could say, males, in particular male rappers. All right? For male rappers, selling your soul really boils down to this particular thing. All right, and it's all gonna talk, because remember the Bohemian Grove, we read in the scripture about secret ceremony, strange rites.
Right.
And the president, Richard Nixon, said that's one of the most faggot places.
goddamn.
Faggot goddamn thing you could ever get yourself into, right? Okay. Play that video, man. Let's go. Now, this not it now, mind you, all right? The person that's getting interviewed, I guess you could say, the one doing the talk, bringing light to the topic. You could, like, he was in jail. He a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he got a meekness about him. You know, he one of them dudes, like, I'm not finna go around trying to intimidate people and all of that. But if you want to take it there, I'll show you. And the other dude, the basically the host of the interviewer, Mav Hopper, he a battle rapper that's known for, you know, while he battling with you, if you say something too disrespectful, he'll punch you in your face. He basically a bully. He be trying to intimidate people. But occasionally, you know what I'm saying, like he be reserved. But he really a bully. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never like bullies. All right? But that's kind of like how he rolls. So just to give y'all some background as we watching this. All right, we'll play the video.
Now, there's a theory, and if anything happens to me after I bring up this subject, you know what it is. There's a theory that a lot of rappers, they get signed, especially nowadays. These labels, they crunch the numbers. They figure out what works, what brings them money, what doesn't. Rappers getting locked up, and rappers dying on two of the biggest
Money
promotions
makers.
as far as money makers
for
labels. Now, I've spoken to a lot of independent artists. Shout out to Source Walker. One of the things that he told me when I said, he said, Jay been trying to sign me. I'm like, yo, why wouldn't you sign? He said, because I don't want a label playing with my life.
Facts. That's real.
That means playing with, because I'm going to expose, that means playing with your butt. You know what I mean? No, listen, I'll be honest, look, because I've been doing music. No, because I feel like we gotta put it out there. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of
Part two where it goes.
You edit it out. Listen, you edit it out. No, listen, because I feel like
that's not what he meant, by the way. But go ahead.
No,
That's
listen.
not what he meant, but
I'm not
go
saying
ahead.
what he meant. I'm just saying in general because I feel like a lot of people, like, I had like 2 record deals, right? And
they wanted your butt?
Yeah.
Wait.
No, he said
Hold on.
He said, yo.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, what happened?
You was fucking with G Unit.
That's
Look, he ain't smoked nothing, bro.
Yeah. Hold on.
You ain't blink.
Jesus, okay. Let me sit back.
Like,
Yo, who with G Unit wanted your butt, bro?
Listen, hold on. Look.
What's his name? What's his name?
So look, let me be clear, right? Now, because it's not even funny. I'm keeping it real, right? It's not even funny. Now, I'm not a homosexual. I never did no homosexual shit. Nobody never played with my butt. But what happens is,
There should be no but after that last point. You period that, and then you move on to the next
nobody
sentence.
never did.
That's
like,
it.
Nah,
Stop.
I mean, but listen. What I'm saying is, you know, they proposition you. They do things indirectly. Like they might send a stylist at you, right? Listen, they might send a stylist at you.
Wear this.
And the stylist is being all extra tight. Listen, homie, we ain't doing that. Or they might invite you to a party and there's no bitches there. It's a sausage party. Wait, hold on, I'm out. This ain't, you know what I mean? So a lot of guys, artists that get into this game, they want to get deals. They get in, they got talent, they got good intentions, and then
Have you been to these parties personally? Have you seen them?
You can't get.
That's a Doggy Diamonds question. Shout out Doggy Diamonds.
Right.
Shout out Doggy Diamonds.
You can't make it to the real party because somewhere if you're not a homosexual, they got a filtering out process.
Yeah.
So they'll send a stylist. They'll have you out and about because they trying to drug you. So you be in a studio session late at night and they'll see if you a meatball. Yo, bro, here, hit this blunt. You ain't see the blunt get rolled, or yo, bro, take this drink right here. And you like, hold on, bro, listen, homie, I ain't with that. And some dudes that get drunk, like I've been in studios with artists, famous artists, and I seen niggas take a bottle that wasn't theirs and they in the studio all woozy. I'm like, I'm out. I don't know what happened to that person after, but that shit didn't, you know, it's like a nigga trying to get a chick drunk because he want to pop, right? So.
Wait a minute. You ain't even help a nigga? You left
Wait a minute. Bro, listen.
Wait a minute.
Listen,
he left that nigga there with Zay.
Yeah, because
are you saying
go ahead.
Somebody at G Unit tried to get you, bro?
See, look, you trying to sensationalize it. What I'm saying
I'm trying to figure it out.
What I just told you. When you in this business, right, and you got talent, they want you because you got influence. The devil's job is to get as many souls as possible. So if you got the potential to be influential, they want you. Not because you're talent, because they could use you as a tool to push their agenda. Now, in order for them to fully put you in position, they have to make sure that you're willing to get in position. And that position is taking dick in the ass, bro.
Wait a minute. Nah, get some right to the nine. This gonna line up perfectly with the word of God. Cause when the dude was talking at first, man, Alfalfa, he was like, you know, this is speculations about people selling their soul. And the dude made sure he made the point, which means letting somebody go inside your butt. You know what I'm saying? Right. And he went into, you know, the different. It's basically a vetting process.
Right.
And notice how they said. Notice how he said they sent a stylist. Like, that's one of the first stages. And they show you, like, within that music realm, a big part of the agenda is the fashion. You know what I'm saying? They dress you up, and that's why, you know, as you can see, everybody wearing tight-ass clothes. And it's just getting more and more feminine and stuff like that. It come from these stylists that they send at these rappers. They dress them up so they can dress the world up. Because everybody going to follow the rapper because they idol. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, also they shouted out Doggy Diamonds too. Remember that because he going to be part of this or whatever. But, you know, like I said, the brother was making a point that if you want to get in position, you got to get in position. All right? Read that scripture.
Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 9.
Now listen up.
Why is earth and ashes proud?
Uh-huh.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
God said it ain't nothing worse. It ain't nothing more wicked than a covetous man. And he going to expound on this too. He going to make some good points. But a covetous man, an example of a covetous man is a man that, you know, he want to do whatever it takes to get the fame, the notoriety, the money. You know what I'm saying? He would do whatever it takes. God said there's nothing worse than a man like that. Come on.
For such an one setteth his own soul to sale.
Uh-oh. That's in the Bible? Read that again.
For such an one setteth his own soul to sale.
God said a man like that will put his soul up for sale. And it's going to expound on that. What does this mean? Come on.
Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
what is your bowels? Next question. Let's talk about your guts. Next question. So this man, this covetous man, will set his soul for sale, and what's the price of his soul? Getting his guts digged out by another man rod. That's what a covetous man will do. He will let a man get all in his guts. You know what I'm saying? To get the fame, to get the money. That's what the Bible says selling your soul is going into. So the brother on point. The brother on point. Go to the next timestamp.
Hey, I want to say this because just thinking about this, it makes me think of Baby and Lil Wayne for some reason. And the baby
Birdman gonna get dealt with. Puff Daddy gonna get dealt with. I'm telling you, this
them
is
dudes
serious.
definitely was over there at that little secret meeting for real.
What is it behind me?
The Grove, right?
Diddy been having his own.
Having his own, yeah. He been doing that since stories of what's the singer dude? Jamie White.
Okay.
He be telling stories. Not Jamie White. Jamie
Foxx. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go back.
Crazy, man.
Go back. All right.
I'm just listening.
realistic.
They got
Y'all
rituals
let the
on the
next
scene.
time
You got the right one.
I don't know about
My bad. Go back.
So I've got my essay written.
Damn.
Take it off.
Y'all gotta hear what he say at the beginning.
Dude looked said he said
The other dude got bad.
in the
He was finna be mad.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I like
it's
G-Unit.
crazy. Cause they be knowing. They be knowing what's up. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Go ahead.
No, I'm just listening.
realistic.
They got rituals on the scene. You got the right one.
I don't know about rituals.
I never sold my soul.
What
I never
happens
did no
is
gay
this right
shit.
here.
So I don't feel uncomfortable saying about it. What I told you, the devil's job is to take as many souls as possible. The music industry is satanic. When I say it's still the same gatekeepers, what I mean by that, it's a company called Vivendi. Period. Vivendi. Y'all can Google that. Vivendi owns Viacom. It's umbrella companies. This motherfuckers, this shit don't change, right? That's one. Two, with the music business, once they see you got potential to be influential over the masses, like we said earlier, you said a fan look at you and be like, yo, you motivate me. You motivate me. I motivate people that fuck with my music. So you're like, yeah, we want him, we want math, we want him, we want smart, right? So now they want you to push this evil shit. Now you thinking like, alright, fuck it, it's lit. I'm trying to get on. They throw money at you because you know we be real niggas. So from the rip, you be like, wow, this is cool. Then you start seeing the funny shit. Yeah. And then you see other niggas, not saying you, let's just say it's another nigga, another rapper, right? So I'm a rapper, not you. It's another rapper. And you think this nigga's official. So we come in together, we like, yo, this shit, you start seeing this nigga get less and less official. Now he doing the photo shoot. Now the stylist is playing with his balls on the photo shoot. You're gonna size like this. And you're like, hold up. All right, my nigga, I ain't with that, bro. Word? So now once they see, it's like hazing. In order for you to get to the next level.
Pause.
I thought about that. Yeah.
In the beginning of the video, he said it's rituals and all of that, right? And he brought up hazing. We went over this too. It's the same realm. When you dig deep into the fraternity, sorority world, it all lead back to
they meeting up.
Evil Edomite devils.
Right.
Principalities.
The white man.
You know what I'm saying? It's all in it's spiritual weakness in high places. You know what I'm saying? But they play with your balls. Go ahead.
Right.
A stylist play with somebody's
Yes, the fuck I did.
ball.
Yes, the fuck I did.
Okay.
Yes, the fuck I did.
So there's a two.
Yes, I did, bro.
There's two parts to it.
Are you willing to say?
There's two parts to it.
Is it snitching?
Wait, hold on. That was one of the parts right there, son.
Is it snitching?
Yo,
man. You told niggas.
Wait, time out. Okay.
See, look, now,
so
man.
one.
All right, go to the next one. Same interview, different clip. All right, go to the next one. He finna actually tell a story. All right.
If you struggle to lose.
All right, you gotta add.
Hey, this crazy, man. Look. And I'm just, look. It all makes sense now when you bring up that article. It all makes sense. Like, they all met. Like, that's the background of everything. This thing's probably been going on since the United States was considered the United States.
Since
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Greco-Roman Empire.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember,
Like,
they tried to do that to Mattathias. They was like, come with us.
Right.
We'll give you silver, gold.
Right.
You'll be a part of the king's friends.
Right.
He was like,
Because they was already into
hell
that
no.
with the sports. It all going to the same thing. Because they was look.
All right.
It's crazy, man.
Come on.
A lot of these artists don't be real niggas. That shit you see on the record or whatever they making, they not really solid. They not thorough. They never sold no drugs. They got mommy and daddy in home. They never even been through shit. So when they get proposition and they see a car, they go, they don't know, don't drink after a nigga. They don't know a nigga going.
They never
and
been
then
in
what
the street.
happened?
They don't know the
Now
rules
look,
that
I'm gonna
apply.
tell you,
Right.
look, I'm gonna tell you a story because I ain't really trying to put niggas out there, right? But a nigga in the studio, we from the hood. I used to stick niggas up, bro. Babyface, I used to book niggas. So I'm always on point, bro.
Facts.
I'm on point right now, my nigga.
Facts.
Always on my square. But a nigga that's a square, he don't know. So he don't know watch your drink. He don't know. So now he drink behind a nigga. He get drugged. They rape this nigga. They rape this nigga. Videotape it. Then when he in the meeting, they give him a shitty contract. They play the video of him getting fucked by like 3 niggas. He ain't never been through no shit like that. So he like, man. What? Fuck it, I'm just gonna sign. And you gonna give me money? So rather than get that story put out, he gonna sign that bad contract, which is the 360 deal. He gonna take that advance, which is recuperable anyway. So they gonna give him the money just to take back and own the rights to his shit.
I'm sitting here with 5 niggas that got the same.
Hey, now, mind you, he said was linked to that. They get him, you know, the videotape and all that. They make you sign a contract. He brought up 360 deal. It's somebody that created that we gonna, it's all gonna link back up.
Pay attention.
Was that the end of that timestamp? So that was an actual example, you know, this Rock 10 and 9, right? Now, go to the next video.
Oh, my.
Go to the next one. Remember, they said, shout out Doggy Diamonds. All right, play the next video. I think that's next. Just whatever the next one was that I sent out to you.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Y'all pay attention.
Yeah.
Like he said. Hey.
What they do with the artists is easy. They send the stylist at them first.
Yeah. Pause.
And if the stylist...
Now, you know what the scripture say. And then after 2 or 3,
right?
This was like 2 or 3 years before that dude interview that we just watched before him. They saying the same, they speaking the same thing. First thing they do, they send you a stylist. This they vetting process. All right, go back.
Stylist is like, if the stylist report back and be like, oh, he ready, then they invite you to the party. And that's when they be like, yo, look, when you go in here, it's going to be some, you know what I mean? It's a nigga at the door.
Okay, now look, what Ali Vegas is doing to you right now, he's giving you the game of how these niggas be getting turned the fuck out in this shit.
Like,
they try to put this tight ass shirt on you.
That's what they do.
And if you wear the shirt,
they like, oh, he ready.
He with it.
That's you telling them like, yeah, I'm ready. And then next thing you know, you get invited to the party where the greeting is the man squeezing your dick.
Whoa.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, why does brother sound like Zechariah and Absalom like mixed together?
Wow.
That's funny.
Hey, what I was gonna say is, didn't it happen to what's that comedian? The big buff dude.
Terry Crews.
When they do grab in the party.
Yeah.
Man. And it was like a producer, right? A movie
his
producer.
manager or something.
It was the same thing.
He's suing him.
You lose. Say it. Go ahead.
Tell them like, yo, son, like, it's so crazy because I always tell them, like, my cousins would be like, yo, son, like, you that guy, like, why you? I'm like, bro, I don't want it that bad.
So, all right, let's keep it a buck. Did you actually see niggas get twisted to that other side?
You go to that, you go to that party, like, if you ain't turning around and you see everybody, you seeing everybody walk through the joint. I mean, the thuggish niggas. You see them walking, you like, you in the parking lot, like, on your way out, like, yo, son, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
And they like, oh, I know.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Like, yo, nah, that's just some wild shit. Nah.
You know
I'm just gonna go check it out.
That's like what I'm trying to tell you is like, we coming down the hill, like yo, bro, like yo, this is facts, like for years, like so my cousins used to be like, yo, man, like, so then what happened was, you know what I mean, my cousin Sherm, you know what I mean, my cousin Chafal, you know what I mean, like, I mean, he was.
Sherm is your cousin?
Yeah, Sherm, you know Sherm?
Sherm the what?
I'm talking about basketball Sherm.
Oh, no, I was talking about the Queensbridge dude.
Nah, he not from Queens. No,
Okay.
But I'm like, yo. But I was telling him like, yo, he like, yo, Veg. Whatever he started doing his, you know what I mean? He started doing like, modeling, whatever. I mean, he was Macy's, everything. He rocking that, you know what I mean? He rocking. He got everything, Macy's. I mean, boom. He about to be the next Tyson Bedford. Like, like lined up, like contracts lined up. Boom. The next, matter of fact, he had about like, boom, he had a $6 million contract. You know what I mean? Like for do the Law and Orders. You know what I mean? Boom, Law and Orders and all that. So the night before that, the day before you signed the contract, they was going to celebrate. Like, yo, Tyson.
Come to one of them parties.
Tyson, I'm like, yo, we're going to go celebrate, right?
Yeah.
So, boom. He gets to the party, whatever, rocking. So, Tyson like, yo, you ready for the mall? Like, it's going to change your life, you know what I mean? But he like, yo, before we do that, we going to go in this room. Like,
whoa.
Like, he like, this is, you know what I mean? He see everybody going in there. He like, yo, we gonna go in this room. Like, you might gonna see some. So then he's like, what? So it was like 3 or 4 of them.
Bro,
you know what I mean? 3 or 4 of them. You know what I mean? The next top people, whatever. So someone was like, yo, he like, skirt. Left all that shit on the table. He called me like, yo, I'm so sorry. I'm like, yo, what? He like, all this time, like, I was just thinking you was making an excuse. You know what I mean? Like making an excuse why you not on top or why, you know what I mean? He said, and when you was telling me that, when you telling me this, because I'm telling him, you know what I mean? Because that's my family, so I'm giving him the inside track. Like, no, this how that shit work.
And you said, and just to clarify for the people, you said Tyson, meaning Tyson Bedford, not Mike Tyson.
No, not Mike.
Don't come try to fuck me up, Mike Tyson. It was the nigga Ali. Throw him away, right?
Nah,
Soldier Boy gonna get fucked up. Like,
you know what I mean? But that was, you know what I'm saying?
That shit is on.
And he left it on the joint. He left. He was like, I can't even fuck with American politics. He moved. Like,
yeah, wow.
He moved to Saudi Arabia. He like, I can't. He's like, yo, he said, I'm sorry. Like, he apologized to me all the time. Like, yo, that shit crazy.
So a lot of times when the fans, y'all ask me, yo, doggy, why you ain't this? Why you ain't that? And I always tell y'all, because I refuse to sell my soul. And selling your soul is not some prick in your blood, you're in shit. No, motherfuckers is taking your ass.
Yeah, because they need
something.
Stop.
They speaking the same thing. He saying the same thing the last brother said. You know what I'm saying? 3 years after him.
So
it's the same. I'm telling they not just saying this. It is strange rights. That's your rites of passage in the industry to be a star. To get in position, you gotta get in position. For real, you gotta bend that ass over.
Right, head up, hands down, head up.
Come on
now.
now.
Hey. So you tell him, because this is a dude, a radio guy, right? So you mean to tell me, what is that dude to be bleaching his face? Charlemagne, and the other dude sold out.
Yes.
So Charlemagne.
Finish the clip.
It's crazy, man.
To hold over your head.
To hold over your head. So they can always bring you down.
Yep. Like, yo, you got your ass took.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these niggas don't be hanging out. These niggas be girlfriends to these niggas.
Yeah, exactly.
They be girlfriends to the bigger niggas. Like,
Yep.
I'm just telling you, like.
Nah, I mean, what he's saying is actual facts. So a lot of times when you see dudes come in the game, you be like, yo, how he got dug in so fast? He got dug in, literally.
They be
like, yo, how
how
he do that? Yo, why he put him on? Yo, niggas be going to them parties.
Like, come on, shit be contractual. Like, why you just look? Why you think most the only nigga that ever married his high school sweetheart was DMX?
Yeah.
Why you think? I mean, like, why you think they like? Do you think that's not normal? You get that bag. I don't care who you is. I don't care if the bitch did you dirty.
Yeah.
You get that bag. You fucking with something from the hood.
Yeah, that's your day one. Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because why you think that shit don't happen?
Yeah.
Because all that other shit is contractual. Yeah, you sleep in this hotel, I sleep in that hotel, but when we come out, we together.
Damn.
That should be contractual, man.
Wow. I wish one day I could tell y'all some of the shit that I seen and know, but I ain't gonna never do that shit because you know that shit is crazy. But I mean,
no, it's crazy.
But because it's a lot of dudes out here that go on the road and you think they got all these wild groupie tales. Nah, they don't. They got niggas that's on the road with them. That's their wife, and it be dudes. They sleep in a room with dudes. You know what I'm saying? And you think they got all these, they singing, they got all these women screaming. They don't want none of that shit.
All right. So,
Lil Wayne was baby wife.
Yeah. Go to Romans 1:25.
Man.
Somebody,
you just crashed somebody's dream, man.
All praise to the Most High.
They like, any dreams?
So I want to show y'all something. So as you can see, many people that basically got to the brink, but they was able to see into the peephole, and you know what I'm saying? And they witnessed other brothers just go ahead, go through the door. You know, selling your soul, and it's, you know, the strange ceremonies and all that is dealing with homosexual activity. All right? Now, what we about to read is in the book of Romans. All right? This is to the Israelites in Rome. They was under Roman rule. And this society was known as the Greco-Roman society. All right? So Rome, when they became in power, and we're going to get into the history a little bit, Greece was in power. We was able to get our land back, you know what I'm saying, for a time being, and then Rome got into rulership. Now, Rome didn't obliterate Greece. They basically merged societies. They're the same people, you know what I'm saying? So Paul is finna go into what came, basically, if you was an Israelite and you fell into that Greco-Roman society and what was going on in the world. All right, watch this, Romans 1:25. Don't read it like a question, because it ain't a question. All right, read.
Romans chapter 1, verse 25.
Come on.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
So notice it's going into what? Idolatry. They worship the creature more than the creator. And this form of idolatry, like I said, it's not necessarily the stones and stocks, but the creature is going into men. So you have men, human beings, being set up as idols and being worshipped. That happened in Rome. That's happening in America, which is an extension of Rome.
Right.
And it's finna tell you what comes behind that. Come on.
Who is blessed forever. Amen.
Read.
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
I kissed the girl and I liked it. Go ahead.
And likewise.
Hey, it was a song playing in the gym. You probably know what I'm talking about. It was a song playing in the gym. And in the song, she was like, I'm butchering it, but basically she was like, I'm dealing with bad girls now because the bad guys wasn't enough. Like, they didn't cut it. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's being pushed. Like, that's casually being played in a gym. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
For real. And it's another video, we ain't gonna show whatever, but basically it was a dude that was friends with Nelly and Jaquan from St. Louis. He got brought to one of them parties. He said they went up some stairs, down some stairs, got on the elevator, went up 16 floors, got out the elevator. It was a long, dark hallway that went to a dark room. First thing you saw was a famous R&B singer who we all know, but he didn't reveal her name. And she was making out with another woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he said even they women. You know what I'm saying? For real. It's real. Read on. Watch this, though. 27.
And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one towards another.
Damn.
Men with men.
What?
Men with men.
Come on.
Working that which is unseemly,
Uh-huh.
and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
Which was meat. Come on.
And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge,
Uh-huh.
God gave them over to a reprobate mind.
That means void of judgment, right? So that's what we read in the, if y'all remember the Bible Hub dealing with the God of this world. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the world, the God of this world, Satan, established apostasy amongst the masses to where they really don't care for God, the Bible, the rules and regulations, and all, whatever.
Right.
You only live once. You see what I'm saying? So with that spirit, you get the, hell, I mean, I might as well. I mean, you can't judge me anyway. I mean, and they get into these lifestyles. They get into homosexuality, and then they get a reprobate mind. And watch what come behind that. Read.
To do those things which are not convenient.
Watch this.
Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God.
Uh-oh. They what?
Haters of God.
Haters of God. Come on.
Despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful.
Right. So we usually read this to reveal all of the different demons, the legion of demons that come with homosexual, right?
Right.
But what we see here, remember, we rites, like the strange rites, the rites of passage and all of that. Once you get in position and they go in your ass, you know what I'm saying, from that point, your life, you know, you get exalted, you get the fame or whatever, but your life consists of 29 through 31. That's what's being pushed in the music. That's what, you know what I'm saying, that's the lifestyle that's encouraged. The wickedness, the fornication, the covetousness, the evil, the without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection. That's the music industry. But the rites of passage is verse 27. Men with men. You know what I'm saying? For real. Now, I'm finna show y'all something heavy now. Go to the Leroy Cohen video. The Leroy Cohen. Now remember, before we showed these videos, we went into the God of this world, right? And we went into the Edom being the latter day Babylon that would, you know, require of us a song once we disconnected from our heritage. And we had basically went into one of Esau's particular descendants, which is Amalek. All right, now play the video.
Now known as Yasin Bey, hopped on the Kanye West produced beat from Jay-Z's song Takeover and recorded the 2004 track Rape Over, where he says corporate forces running this rap stuff, some tall Israeli is running this rap in a song that raises questions of
Pause. Now this Mos Def to change his name or whatever. He said it's a tall Israeli that's running this rap stuff. A tall Israeli. An Israeli is one of those white people that, you know, the 1948 or whatever, the Balfour Declaration, and they call themselves the Jews. Now, I know somebody, you done heard some point in your life, somebody say the Jews run the world, the Jews run Hollywood, the Jews run this and this and that. So what we gonna do is we gonna show y'all just one particular man, you know what I'm saying, and how his hand is in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the Jews, they got power. They ain't going to set it up to where you could just show all of their damn identity and all of that. But this one dude right here, he is known. All right? So he said a tall Israeli is running this rap stuff. Let's see who this man is. Play the video.
Over, where he says corporate forces running this rap stuff, some tall Israeli is running this rap in a song that raises questions about companies raising profits off rap by raising up the number of songs containing sex, drugs, and violence. It also raised a lot of eyebrows. If these rich and famous rappers were bragging about bravado, about how they ran the rap game while wearing pricey jewelry and sporting luxury watches and vehicles, was this just exaggerated entertainment? Were rappers taking all the risk with highly publicized beef that had real-life consequences, while the notoriety and fame that forced them to walk the streets with protection turned into lucrative jackpots for executives like Cohen who could quietly cash in? As someone that has worked with everyone from Public Enemy and DMX to Young Thug and T Grizzly, why is Lyor Cohen such a divisive figure, both celebrated and viewed as hip-hop's biggest supervillain? How did Lyor Cohen, born to Israeli immigrants in 1959, raised in LA with a degree in global marketing and finance from the pricey higher learning institution, the University of Miami, and previously working in the Beverly Hills office of Bank Leumi, able to link up with...
Pause. So it's giving you the background of this famous guy in the music industry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That has never made a rap song in his life. All right. He was an Israeli, born to Israeli immigrants, 1959. You know what I'm saying? He went to college. He was working at a bank. And all of a sudden, he enters into this life. All right? Play on.
Russell Simmons and Rick Rubin, the founders of Def Jam rap music empire, and became a pivotal part of this profitable party. Lyor...
Alright, let's go to the next time step. So it's telling you he got it. Well, that was the internet first time step? Probably was. So basically that showed he went from a Jew, so-called Jewish guy, went to college, working at the bank, and then he links up with Run DMC and Russell Simmons and starts Def Jam. Okay? Play the next time step.
Dave Ladd on July 7, 2014, and said, "My beef was with Lyor because I think
All right. So let me say this, because I guess maybe it took too long to get to all the points in the timestamp, but in the video it shows his journey along the way in the music business. All right. He basically dealt with every major label you could think, from Def Jam to Universal to Atlantic to Sony to Island Def Jam, all the way down to now. He's the owner of 300 Entertainment. Now, 300 Entertainment, now mind you, he went from dealing with all these major labels, you know what I'm saying, in big boss positions, and he starts this 300 Entertainment thing. With 300 Entertainment is basically, it's disguised as a distribution type of label, to where the people, they independent. That's why the artists on there, they be acting like they independent, like they ain't signed to no label. You know what I'm saying? It's all a part of this big pyramid scheme. It's all linking all of the gains back to this one big ass pot at the top of the pyramid. And he is the guy that established, because you notice you got Dame Dash finna talk about him, right? He the one that established the whole trend that you see of rappers signing rappers. For example, you get signed to Def Jam, you Jay-Z, but here you go, you got Rock Nation. But it's really Def Jam that's owned by the white people. But I'm signed to Jay-Z. No, you're signed to the white people. You see what I'm saying? You got QC. QC is under 300 Entertainment. So you got all these rappers hollering about QC, but they really signed to Lyor Cohen. You see what I'm saying? It's all a pyramid scheme. That's why he put his hands all the way from the majors all the way down to the distribution company. All right? It's all a pyramid scheme. For real. All right? Go back to the video. Come on.
And said, "My beef was with Lyor because I think he's a fake CEO. I think he's fronting on my culture. He can't front on anybody else. I'm calling him out publicly, and I want him to stop raping my culture. Go make some money with some other people." Like, stop having your agenda be hip hop. When Joey was like, our agenda to open up asylum was the goal, it didn't say anything about going to get no rock and roll. It was going to get people that they don't even care about and make money for them. Yeah, just get money in their culture, let them do it. Let the violence stay there. Let's benefit from the violence and not bring it. But you know, it was like they have people that their job is to create beef so they can monetize it. But they don't let their culture feel it. But they make money from it. And they can't make any money or get any respect in their culture. That's why they're in our culture, because the minute that they're allowed to be here, they would go. But they just can't. You know, the question should be, why don't you do something besides rap? And if you're all into rap, what have you done to give back to the community? At one point in time, Kenyatta Griggs, the CEO of Hip Hop Motivation, was also
quick.
Dame Dash.
Pause it real quick. So y'all notice, basically, Dame Dash posing a question like, why this damn white Jew all in the rap business? Like, why you ain't dealing with rock and roll? You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't making money in all them other genres that deal with your people? Why you raping our culture? You know what I'm saying? This what we finna reveal. Like I said, it's way more complex than just Illuminati, sacrifice, something. It's, all right? It's complex. It's a reason why this white Jewish man, along with a whole lot of others, wants to rape our culture. All right? Play on.
When Leor Cohen talked with the Breakfast Club in 2018, co-host Charlemagne asked Leor Cohen directly why would he sign an artist that would promote using drugs in their music, after Leor Cohen said he was very against drugs. Leor's response ruffled a lot of feathers and got plenty of his critics riled up when he said, I can't give up on people. It's opportunistic. Yeah, I got people to feed. I got a business to run. In the same interview, Leor Cohen even went as far as to say he doesn't know Dame Dash, as if their past business dealings never happened.
All right, so y'all see his mentality when it comes to the business. I mean, it's all about the money. I really don't care what comes behind what I'm signing people and the message I'm getting them to push or whatever to make me money. It's making me money. It is what it is. Showing, like Dame Dash said, they don't care about you. All right? So why they all in this business trying to, you know, basically take part in destroying our people and make all the money from it, right? Was that it on that video? All right, so from there, let's go back to Genesis 36. Now remember, it said that he is Israeli. In other words, Jewish, right? So, like I said, we finna break this down for y'all to really understand what it means, what the title means by Satan's hand in the music industry. All right, Leor Cohen, you can do more research on him. Like I said, he done been involved with Def Jam, Atlantic, Universal, Sony, Asylum, Warner Brothers, 300. You know what I'm saying? And the grand poobah thing about it. He now his position is the global head of music on YouTube. So you know how the biggest thing out is YouTube music right now?
Right.
He is the boss. He runs that. And Spotify, he had his hands in all of that. You see what I'm saying? Now read that. Now mind you, this is a Israeli, a Jew, Jewish.
Hey.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, remember when you was bringing up his history? He graduated for marketing, and of course banking stuff. But that market, so he's a master at what he was doing.
Right.
So this is bringing it up. There.
Read that.
You want verse 12?
Start at 8 again.
All right. Genesis chapter 36, verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons.
So the reason why I wanted this, because I want to make sure that we all remember Psalms 137, Edom, all right? They would have us singing a song in a strange land while we disconnected from our heritage.
Right.
Edom is Esau. The descendants of Esau is finna tell you, right? Keep reading.
Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau.
So his first son was Eliphaz.
Eliphaz.
Read verse 12.
Verse 12. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son. And she bare to Eliphaz Amalek.
Who?
Amalek.
Amalek. Now watch this. Exodus 17, verse 16. I need y'all to focus and follow along. Please. All right? Esau, descendant, is Amalek. All right? Read that.
Exodus chapter 17, verse 16.
Read.
For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
Oh, this is very heavy. Now, it's in the context of this was the first nation when we came out of Egypt into the wilderness. They came up against us to war with us, right? To war with us, the Israelites.
Right.
But in this verse, it says the Lord will have war with Amalek.
Message.
So now this what people don't understand. Like I said, in Christianity, they just make it a, with God and the devil, like it's above us, it's, spiritual, whatever. They fail to realize that God has vessels. Satan, the devil, the adversary, has earthly vessels. So when it says the Lord will have war with Amalek, that tells you that it's spiritual. It's something spiritual going on with something demonic going on with Amalek. Understand and remember, he descends from Esau, Edom. So Amalekites, descendants of Amalek, are also Edomites. But Amalek is just like with the Israelites, the tribe of Judah, or the Levites. You know what I'm saying? All Levites are Israelites, but not all Israelites are Levites. You know what I'm saying? Because the Levites come from Israel, right? It's the same thing with Amalek. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the Edomites. They all, we all know about their race. They wicked. But the Amalek in particular, he said that the Lord will have war with him from generation to generation. Now go to 1 Samuel chapter 15. Pay attention, y'all. 1 Samuel 15 and verse 8.
1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive.
Stop. So now what's going on is God came to Saul out of nowhere. He said, I remember what Amalek did in the wilderness. This was hundreds of years ago. And he said, go and kill all their ass. So you got to think, but wait, because people be like, them white people today, they not the ones that put us on slave ships and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord said, yeah, them Amalekites killed all of them because hundreds of years ago in the wilderness, they attacked y'all. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that show you how God would feel about slavery, contrary to popular belief. But read it again for time's sake. Read that again. Verse 8.
Verse 8. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites.
Stop. So Agag is the king of the Amalekites. All right. So just like I said, all right, you got just on the other side of things, you got the Israelites, you got the Levites, and then out of the Levites, you got priestly lineage, through the seed of Aaron, right? So, okay, you got the Edomites, which from them come the Amalekites, and out of the Amalekites, you got the descendants of Agag, all right? Agag, this person was a king. That was a kingly line in the nation of the Amalekites, all right? Follow me. Agag, right? Now go to Esther chapter 3, verse 1. Esther chapter 3, verse 1.
The book of Esther, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Come on.
After these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Ammedatha, the Agagite.
Nah.
The Agagite.
The Agagite. So right
Come on
here
now, dawg.
in Esther, you know what I'm saying, you got this man who had rose up the rank in the Persian kingdom named Haman, and it calls him an Agagite, a descendant of Agag. Remember, Agag was a descendant of Amalek, which is a descendant of Esau. So this man is an Edomite, specifically an Amalekite. All right? Now watch this. Go to Esther chapter 16 in the Apocrypha. Esther chapter 16, verse 10. Watch this. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Esther chapter 16 and verse 10.
The book of Esther, chapter 16 and verse 10.
Come on.
For Ammon, a Macedonian, the son of Amadatha, being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood, and far distant from our goodness, and as a stranger received of us.
Right. So Haman, during the Persian rule, like I said, he was high ranked in that kingdom, but he was not a Persian. It specifies his nationality once again. He's a son of Amadatha. He's an Agagite or an Amalekite or an Edomite. And right here it adds that he is a Macedonian. All right. So at this time, the Macedonians were the Amalekites. All right? Now, go to 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1. It's the reason why we doing this now. Follow along. Pay attention. All right? 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1.
1 Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 1.
Come on.
And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian.
The what?
The Macedonian.
Come on.
Who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
So the first Greek king, which is known in your history books as Alexander the Great, right here he is identified as a Macedonian. All right? In context, it's the same history, it's the same Persian rulership in which Haman was involved in as a Macedonian, as an Amalekite, as an Edomite. Alexander. Now, when you read in the history books, this man Alexander is obviously a Caucasian man. Everybody knows that. He's, pale, the stringy hair like a goat, like it described Esau when he was born. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Right here it says he's a Macedonian, which means he was Amalek. Now go to chapter 13, verse 53. Show y'all something heavy. All right.
First Maccabees chapter 13 and verse 53.
Come on.
And when Simon saw that John, his son, was a valiant man.
Stop. So this Simon is one of the sons of Mattathias, all right, which was a mighty Levite that rose up when we were being persecuted and enslaved and all that by the Greeks. All right, he revolted. His sons went on, carried on his legacy and revolted. One of his sons is Simon. Simon had a son named John, who was a valiant man, a mighty man. Come on.
He made him captain of all the hosts.
And John became the captain of the hosts. All right. This John, the son of Simon, went on to start what is known in history as the Hasmonean dynasty. All right. Go to Who's Who in the Bible, page 422. All right. Who's Who in the Bible, page 422. Finna show y'all something heavy. Who's Who in the Bible, page 422. All right, I want John. That ain't right. Oh, you gotta go in the Apocrypha section. My bad. Well, unless I wrote the wrong page, no.
Israel, y'all stay afloat, man.
Nah, that ain't it, because I remember it was on the left side of the page. Go on no. In the Apocrypha section in that same book. It's in the middle. I think that's it right there.
Hey, we got 142 viewers on YouTube right now. We need 143 likes, 142
Go
likes.
back a little bit.
Make sure y'all make that happen.
Keep talking, Isaiah. Okay, now we there. Now
Oh,
go to
praise the
422.
Most. We there.
Nuh-uh.
How y'all doing, Israel?
Went
Look,
too far.
y'all stay afloat. You see what I'm saying? 'Cause, hey, we diving in.
Page
Hey, we
422.
bringing out a lot of history, but we trying to make it make sense. Like the music is not just something that you just riding around listening to. Understand that all of this stuff is spiritual. See what I'm saying? It's
Right.
people in higher places that got their hand into all of this, the whole industry.
All praise. So we just read about Simon's son, John, right? Let's read about John and who's who in the Bible. Come on.
2nd century BC, high priest and ruler of Judea from 134 to 4 BC. John Hyrcanus was the son of Simon, the last surviving brother of Judas Maccabeus, who was high priest and ethnarch of Judea from 134 to 34 BC. Simon made John commander of the Judean armed forces. John and his brother Judas routed the forces of Antiochus VII, Sedice, commanded by the Syrian general Sendabius in the coastal plain near Jamnia. Not long after, Simon and 2 of his sons, Judas and Mattathias, were murdered by his son-in-law Ptolemy, who was the military commander in Jericho. Ptolemy sought to make himself ruler of Judea, but John Hyrcanus, who was in charge of the garrison at Gazara, forwarded an attempt to assassinate him. He became high priest.
He tried to kill Ptolemy, but it didn't work out like that. Go ahead.
He became high priest and ruler in succession to his father. By military and political success, John was able to expand the territory of Judea and to strengthen its autonomy.
All right, so it says that John Hyrcanus, when he became the leader of Judea, he was able to expand the territory. All right, it's going to expound on this in the Britannica. Expanding the territory means that you conquer people. All right, go to the Britannica now. John Hyrcanus the first. Now remember, we read Alexander the Greek that started this Greek dynasty or whatever was Macedonian, which during that time the Macedonians were Amalekites, which was Edomites. All right, they was Amalek. All right, so now, come on. Where is it? It's the Britannica link. Y'all ain't got it? Did I send it? What's going on?
Got
people
that link?
People falling asleep.
Hey, y'all just make sure y'all. Okay,
All
okay.
right.
Hey, all praises, man. We're bringing out a lot of history. I want y'all to pay attention, like you were saying, because he's lining up these people who we call our friendly neighborhood white. The white man is really the devil the Bible speak of. And all these plots that they put against us in this industry, he's lining it up.
Yeah, let the world tell it. We calling them guys chosen people. They
Right.
the Jewish.
They the real Jews. Cap. Hey, y'all make sure y'all call in. The number is 1-833-878-7234, extension 7. All right, like you said, we got a lot of people online right now. Make sure y'all call in. I know y'all got some stories. Some of y'all in the industry right now dealing with this.
Some of them trying to be rappers right now.
They trying to be rappers.
You said they dealing with
They
it right
dealing
now?
with it. Remember we found the brother that called from Australia that was in the
Y'all got it?
the other
In the
industry.
production.
Yeah, but the same stuff, man.
Put it up. All right. John Hyrcanus. This is our people, this Israelite, Levite, one of the grandsons of Mattathias. He went on to become the leader of Judea and was the forerunner of the Hasmonean dynasty. All right? Mind you, this was during the time of Greek rulership. Okay? They gained power of Judea from the Greeks after revolting. All right? Read that.
John Hyrcanus the first, born 175 BC, died 104 BC. High priest and ruler of the Jewish nation.
That's not to get confused with the current Jewish nation that what's his name? Leor Cohen comes from. This Jewish nation was a black nation,
Right.
which was us today. That's in America. Go ahead.
From 135/134 to 104 BC. Under his reign, the Hasmonean kingdom of Judea and ancient Palestine attained power and great prosperity. And the Pharisees, a scholarly sect with popular backing, and the Sadducees, an aristocratic sect that compromised the priesthood.
That comprised
the priesthood, became well-defined religious parties.
Come on.
Hyrcanus was the youngest son of Simon Maccabeus, and thus a member of the Hasmonean dynasty, so called after an ancestor named Hasmoneus. In 137 BC, he and his brother Judas commanded the force that heroically repelled the invasion of Judea, led by Sendabeus, the general of the Syrian king Antiochus VII, Sidetes.
Come on.
In 135, Hyrcanus' brother-in-law, Ptolemy, the governor of Jericho, assassinated Hyrcanus' father and two elder brothers. Hyrcanus then succeeded to the high priesthood and the supreme authority in Judea. The remainder of Hyrcanus' reign was marked by his efforts to punish his enemies, ward off the Syrians, and enlarge Judea's boundaries. Although he struggled in vain to destroy Ptolemy.
Just like we read in Who's Who in the Bible, it didn't follow through. Go ahead.
He successfully thwarted Syrian incursions by alliance with Rome and conquered the unfriendly neighboring territories of Samaria and Idumea, Edom.
Samaria and who?
Idumea, Edom.
Idumea is letting you know Idumea is Edom.
Right.
Which is also Amalek, which is also the Macedonians, which was also the Greeks. Yeah. So basically, he conquered those descendants of Alexander the Greek that invaded Jerusalem in the first place. All right, we revolted. We ended up strengthening ourselves and went and conquered them. All right, come on.
He forced Idumea to convert to Judaism.
Go ahead.
The first example of conversion imposed by the Jews in their history.
So he forced the Idumeans, the Greeks, the Macedonians,
right,
the Amalekites to convert to Judaism. Okay? So he made these white folks into Jews.
Yeah.
He made them convert to following our laws.
Right.
Okay? Now, go to Luke chapter 1, verse 5. Luke chapter 1, verse 5.
Luke chapter 1, verse 5.
Come on.
There was in the days of Herod, the king of Judea.
Stop. So it's right here in this verse, it says Herod is the king of Judea. Okay? Let's go to the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, page 224, and read about Herod. All right? So it says that Herod is the king of Judea. Let's read that. Page 224. Come on.
Herod.
Come on.
Let's see, where is it?
Israel.
There it is.
Praise.
Herod.
Come on now, dog.
Idumean rulers of Palestine.
Read that again.
Idumean rulers of Palestine.
Remember who Idumea is. Idumea is Edom.
The white man.
Amalek. The Macedonians, the Greeks.
Right.
Right? The white folks, the so-called white men. So here in Luke, you're reading that, you know what I'm saying, 130 years after your boy John Hyrcanus, you got a white boy as the king of Judea.
Right.
This is after he converted all them white boys to being Jews. But they would remember, Jew is a nationality, it's a bloodline.
Right.
So these white folks are not actually, Herod is not actually a Jew. The Bible dictionary just exposed that he was by nationality an Idumean. a white person, so-called. All right, but yet he's the king of Judea. What happened was, remember, it said that John Hyrcanus them allied with Rome, right? Basically, after a couple generations, Rome wanted power over Judea. So they ended up getting power. They, manipulated, finessed us, gained power over us, right? And when they gained power over us, they set up Herod as the king of Judea. Because the Romans and the Idumeans is the same damn people. They're just, I know it's a whole lot of names or whatever. It's just like, all right, I'm from the tribe, the so-called blacks in America, we from the tribe of Judah, right?
Right.
The black people in Jamaica, they the tribe of Benjamin. You see what I'm saying? The black people in Ghana, you know what I'm saying? They from probably Levi or something, right? Now, you put us three in a room together. A black man from America, black man from Jamaica, black man from Ghana. There's 3 different places in the world. We the same people. We put us all in the same outfit. You're going to be like, they the same people. Right. One of us is a so-called African-American, one of us is a so-called Jamaican, one of us is a so-called Ghanaian. But we the same damn people.
Right.
It's the same thing going on here. You got Romans, Idumeans, Greeks. They all the same damn people. Just like if you took a so-called Caucasian from America, put him in a room with an Israeli from that's over there right now, and you put him in a room with a Russian. All 3 of them, you put them in the same outfit, they'll be like, they the same damn people.
Right.
Just different names. Right. So Herod was set up by the Romans, you know what I'm saying, as the king of Judea, right? Now watch this. Go to Matthew chapter 2, verse 1. Follow me, follow me, follow me. So this is a white man that called himself a Jew, but he really not. But he's ruling over the real Jews. All right, read that.
Matthew chapter 2, verse 1.
Come on.
Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, where is he that is born king of the Jews?
Stop. Now, if Herod was a real Jew, why would they be saying, okay, it's the person that was prophesied to be born the king of the Jews? The king of the Jews would be the Herod lineage.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's already showing you he's not a real Jew.
Right.
But that's what he's set up as, the king of the Jews. But the real king of the Jews is being born. Let's see how he feel about that. Come on.
For we have seen his star in the east,
Read.
and are come to worship him.
Come on.
When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled. And all Jerusalem with him.
Now, mind you, this is the savior of the Jew. The king of the Jews is born. If he a real Jew, he gonna be happy.
Right.
He gonna be turned up. Why the hell is he troubled at the news that the king of the Jews is born? You see what I'm saying? Because he know that indicates the end of his fake rulership.
Right.
Being known as a Jew or whatever when he not. Now, watch this. Verse 13. Watch this.
Verse 13.
And
when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, arise, and take the young child and his mother, and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word. For Herod will seek the young child to destroy him.
So, this child is being born. Herod is troubled because he know his rulership is coming to an end. This is what the birth of this man means. So what does he try to do? Seek the young child to destroy him as soon as he born, right? Let's go to Revelation chapter 12, verse 3. Mind you, this Herod is Amalek. You know what I'm saying? That's his true nationality. All right, read that.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 3.
Come on.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Right. So the book of Revelations, we all know, is allegorical. So it says it's a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns. Real quick, get Job chapter 30, verse 29. This is how you got to unlock the mysteries and parables and allegories of the Bible. You got to go precept upon precept. All right? Great red dragon. Come on.
Job chapter 30, verse 29.
Come on.
I am a brother to dragons.
I am a what?
Brother to dragons.
I am a brother to dragons. Job is a human being. He not saying I'm related to reptiles. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's letting you know that just like Esau is the brother of Jacob. You see what I'm saying? I'm a brother to dragons. My brother and his people are dragons, not physical reptile dragons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go back to Revelation 12 and 3. This dragon is talking about an actual human race in the book of Revelation. Read verse 3 again.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 3.
We're going to prove it. Come on.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon.
Come on.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head.
That's talking about the 7 major empires and the 10 coming markets, better known as the European Union. Come on.
And his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
We just read this. In Revelations, it's all allegorical and his tail cast the stars. Listen, this great red dragon is talking about Herod,
right?
Which was an Idumean. What is Idumea? Edom. What do Edom mean? Red.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This great red dragon is talking about Herod, which, you know, was converted to Judaism. You know what I'm saying? Act like he a Jew, but he really not. He's the great red dragon. Now let's read verse 9.
Verse 9.
Come on.
And the great dragon.
That dragon is also who?
Was cast out. That old serpent.
That what?
Old serpent.
That old serpent. Remember, in the God of this world, it said the devil was having his way for a long time. He finessed Adam. You know what I'm saying? He finessed the Israelites. It always been like that. It said that great dragon, that old serpent, come on.
Called the devil.
Called the what?
The devil. And Satan.
And what?
And Satan.
Wait a minute. Hold on now.
Oh my.
So the great red dragon in verse 3 and 4 is obviously talking about Herod, which was an Idumean or Amalek. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man, right? But right here, it calls him the devil and Satan. Okay. Okay, now watch this. Let's seal it all up. Go to Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. Let's seal it all up. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. Listen to this.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9.
Come on.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
So Christ is talking to the real Jews. He said, I know your works, your tribulation, and your poverty. That's what we're going through as a nation of people. Come on.
But thou art rich.
But you're really rich because you the real Jew. The promises of the Bible pertain to you. Come on.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Christ said, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. Why? Because they converts. But by nationality, they really Idumeans. They really Amalek.
Right.
I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, talking about Herod and his folks. Come on.
And are not.
But they really not Jews. But who are they for real?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
The damn devil. But wait. Now,
Well, wait.
notice. it say the synagogue of Satan, right? Synagogue mean house. You know what I'm saying? Just like in 1 Corinthians, it say, we are the temple of God. The Israelites are the temple of God. He dwells within us in our bodies, right? We his vessels. We know that Satan, the spiritual wickedness, evil angels, demons, yeah, we know that's spiritual, but his temple, his synagogue, his vessels on earth is them fake ass Jews, which is Amalek according to the Bible.
That's right.
The same man who got his hand all in the damn music industry.
Didn't DMX say that in the video? Towards the end, he said the same thing. They got the spirit, the Satanists everywhere. He was saying that in the bodies. These men.
So now, so basically, like I said, it's a lot more complex. You know what I'm saying? Than y'all would have thought, not knowing your true nationality, not knowing, you know, biblical history and all of that. The reason why is so much evil being pushed in the music industry dealing with our people is because it's spiritual warfare between Satan and the Lord. But remember, Satan vessels is who? Amalek.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Who are God's vessels? The Israelites. So what is Amalek doing? He using our musical talent against us to stay on top of us and to continue to destroy us as a nation of people.
Right.
Because they hate us. You know what I'm saying? The person running the music industry is the devil the Bible speak of.
Message.
His hand all in that thing. So, you know, when you hear stuff like the Jews run Hollywood, the Jews run the music industry, and the industry is so demonic. Yeah, because the people claiming to be Jews is the devil.
That's right.
That's what we just broke down to y'all. So, Lord's willing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got edified. It all makes sense. Like I said, it's just part one. We had to lay that foundation. Y'all had to understand that. Because all the just going straight into the other stuff, it would have been just like conspiracy theories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You didn't know.
Now
Now
it should
you
make
know.
full sense. Right. The God of this world. You got to think. Everybody know. Well, not everybody, but you know the so-called conspiracy theorists. They be the they the ones that be trying to expose, you know, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers,
Right.
which are Jewish people that run the banks, and the banks really control the government, so they really the principalities, meaning they the God of this world. They the spiritual wickedness in high places, the same people that hold these secret ceremonies and these strange rites where homosexual activity go on, and that's how you really sell your soul. And you see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all that, the satanic music industry is because Amalek is running it.
Right.
Amalek is the vessels of Satan. I hope y'all understand that, man. For real.
Yeah, ahead of the game.
For real. All right, we ain't had no more content, did it? Hey, real quick, I want to show... let me see if I can afford it real quick.
Hey, so y'all stay away from the music industry. Leave it alone.
Hey.
Or when you come back to your true nationality,
you can
come back to God's commandments. When you reconnected with your true heritage, you use your musical talent to sing praises to God.
Right.
Hey.
Yes,
That's gonna help us get out of this captivity.
Right. And see, that's what I wanted to go back to. Go back to the Psalms 137. Because, like, damn, he walked off. He ain't, damn, tight old bean.
Hey, you, go ahead.
Hey, read that. What was it, verse 4 or 5?
You probably want verse 3.
Yeah.
Psalms chapter 137, verse 3. For they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth.
So our captives, like, they always use us, so they wanted us to entertain them. They know we the most athletic, the best people when it comes to music. We the smartest. We the most intelligent. Come on.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Because we got the best vocals. We can put words together. We the best at it. Come on.
How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
Uh-huh.
If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning.
Right on.
If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
So I wanted to hit on this again because like he was bringing out earlier, if you don't know your nationality, if you don't know that you Israel, where you come from, you ain't got no business, trying to make music. Because what you're going to do is help support what Amalek is trying to do against our people.
Exactly.
Right. So,
let's keep their prison system filled.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep our people mentally destroyed and influenced to kill each other and so on and so forth. And, they put insurance policies on these rappers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, it's all a pyramid scheme. It's all the money is going right back up to Rockefeller and Rothschilds. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, it's all your favorite rapper talking about, yeah, I'm a CEO, and he signed a 300. He signed to Leroy Cohen, the devil himself. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm telling you.
And they at the top laughing.
Yeah. Stupid. We got a call on the line. Caller, what's your name? Where you from? All right, I can kind of hear you. Hold on real quick.
Meanwhile, Israel, make sure y'all like and share this thing.
Yep.
Right.
I know y'all know people in the world that's making music. Share the thing to them.
Yeah. All right, we ready? We good? All right, what's up with you, bro? Shalom.
Shalom, leadership. Most high in Christ bless.
Most high in Christ bless.
Shalom.
Yes, sir. I just want to say all praise to the Most High for the Most High putting it on y'all spirit to bring this knowledge out to the people. I done learned a lot today. Forever, I'm 41, and forever they've been telling us that the Jews run the media through the Catholic Council and this corrupt communication, which got our people totally brainwashed, man.
Yep.
So all praise to the Most High for y'all bringing this truth out, man. All praise, bro.
Hey, y'all praise the Most High God. Appreciate you tuning. Man, shout out Birmingham, Alabama, man. Shout out Captain Yadin, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Sir. Shout out Captain Yadin. He don't show us no love, but we love him, though. We love you, Cap, for real. All praise to the Most High God. All praises.
Hey, we love the whole nation, brother. We love the whole nation.
All praise to the Most High. All right. So
y'all keep up the good work, brother.
All praise. All praise. Shalom. Okay, so hey, look, like I said, this ain't nothing no regular radio podcast or show with you understand, let alone talk about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the Christian church, for damn show, you know what I'm saying? They made a covenant with death. They allies with the Jew. You go in the church, you're going to see it, one of them fake-ass Israeli flag, the white flag with the blue 6-point star. For real. You know what I'm saying? So we brought this out, Lord's willing. YouTube, don't delete this junk. Because we exposed the hell out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Lord's willing, y'all learned a lot, and it's going to be a part 2 and a part 3.
Dang.
Maybe in a part.
Right, because we still going to get into it.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Why did you piss on her? You know
what Bill should say, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. All right, so, you know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure y'all follow us. Subscribe to IUIC Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lord's willing, we'll be back with more. All right? Make sure y'all, if y'all want to donate to the cause, be sure to hit the PayPal, IUIC.fundraising@IsraelUnite.org. Look, speaking of Captain Yadin.
There you go.
The massive brother to the right. All right? If you want to donate specifically to our congregation, you can hit our PayPal at IUIC.littlerock.AR@IsraelUnite.org. You know what I'm saying? We looking to make some changes. We finna get some official Let's Talk Truth shirts. All praises to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We probably have a different setup. We probably add some different segments to the show. I'm telling you, an upgrade coming soon. All right? So if you want to help that cause, you want to help us get better IT equipment, you want to help us hire, real IT professionals to help us at the thing, bro. Donate to the PayPal, all right? IUIC.littlerock.AR@IsraelUnite.org, all right?
That's right.
So look, with that, hey, shalom. It's been real. Most High in Christ best. It's been another week of Let's Talk Truth.
Hey, shalom, fam, keyed up. Christ is coming, chariots running up for that horsepower. Heathens mad at us cause they gon' die just like they forefathers. I ain't worried about what I ain't got, if I ain't got it. I know that my God got me, I look like my God daddy. Even on my bad days, they like this brother still happy. I got friends of the amendment, I know that they still got me. Even though I'm righteous, dog, I'm not about to come against my God and break his laws. Curses on this fool, one day and the sign out. How you gon' know what that is unless the sign out? How you gon' know who you is until you find out? You hear the prophets on the block when they crying out. They got their feet up on our neck and Judah mourning out. Israelites abusing grace and now it's running out. And you can't serve the Lord in sin or he gon' spew you out. You got hatred in your heart, bro, when it's seeking out. Hey, let me get around my people, the devil roaming around. Say that my family, that's my orders, I'm gon' hold them down. Hey, they might think we poppin' to me, hold these corners down. That's word of mouth, we cry loud, we bring the scriptures out. Let's go for one, some sympathy, but we ain't sparing now. The truth, it ain't for everybody, we only came for ours. I looked the devil in his eyes and told him he's a lie. I serve a God that can eat and smell it, he's alive, so be advised. Wake 'em up, my people sleep. 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 They can say, like I'm Master P, these laws is a masterpiece. He chased it, told me love it, understand it, he came after me. He told me shut my mouth and get my seat and how to keep my feet. Switch it up, these nations on their knees, screaming, Lord, please. Please forgive me for my father's sins because it wasn't me. Lord, do him treachery and hang a wide and noose on fire. While you beating him for an hour, I'm be screaming crucified. Turn up like I'm Deacon Lava Club, screaming mortified. Cause I strive to be like my leaders, Lord, that's what I desire. Cause they learn the word of God, then they teach the word of God. All praises to the Most High in the coming Messiah. IUIC by the wayside, so on the word of God. You can pull up like it's curbside and get your problem solved. Every week in imagination, you know we gon' chop them down. If you don't know, but ask somebody, we gon' hold it down. Pull up, chop, chop, we with it, chop, chop. Who wanna chop, chop, come get it, chop, chop. The work, it won't stop. We up on every block like we playing hopscotch. We waking up our people, man, because